What up, Wheatfield? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lottie here at Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. We show enough never know what you're gonna get. We are a spiritual reader, a channeled messenger, bringing messages from the spirit, the alpha and the omega. We are a willing and surrendered channeled messenger. And yeah, we are channeling their energy to bring messages onto self first and foremost, so that we may be spiritually strengthened and edified to bear the yoke that's placed upon our shoulders. And we pray that we overflow and it goes out into the wheat field, and that you guys receive the message and that you too overflow. So we're going to get into the live. Hopefully we meet in the middle. Hey sis. Hey sis. And hopefully we meet in the middle with unity and harmony for the sake of clarity. I'm getting strength and clarity. So let's tap in. Thank you, sis. So many affirmations from your reading. I was just like, wow. When you were talking about being stubborn in somebody's spirit team, like telling them to stop doing that or something like that, I was cracking up, because in the Rising message today, 217, that's exactly what we were getting. Like somebody's spirit team, like, stop doing that. Stop doing it like that. And it was really all based on the principle that somebody's spirit team was telling them to go in a different direction, to do it differently. And it was like getting them to stop being stubborn and to actually take the advice of their spirit team. So I just thought that that was hilarious. We are always so on the same wavelength. You said a couple things that was just like, yeah, I know. You gotta go to the workshop, to the seminar. I'm so excited for you. When I saw her, I was like, oh, Michelle. So I'm glad that you resonated with her and you are tapping into that. I've been thinking about doing it myself, because I'm thinking about the advice that keeps sticking with me in terms of coaching, right? So yeah, so definitely. Hey, Misu, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. General collective reading. I did feel the energy of doing something like celestial to figure out, just kind of tap into what's new with this energy, the solar eclipse. And, we're getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde. I'm pretty sure we in pre-shadow energy, if not in retrograde already. So we're just feeling like, what's the new energy that's coming in? So what's new? What's new coming for you? So let's get that comment. So everybody that comes into the space, you know exactly what it is. There's no question this evening. But if you are an active subscriber, we do take questions every Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. So active subscription, it doesn't cost you anything except for your participation. That's it. Wow, wow. Was she that type of person? Was Miss Junie that type of person? Like, if you not doing it in a certain type of way, that she gonna tell you, stop doing it like that? It was given like they can't do it for you, but they want you to stop doing it, what you're doing, and go in the other direction. So that's what we were kind of picking up. But thank you guys so much for tapping in. They had us leave out the money, so we do feel abundance. We also feel gossip. What's the gossip? So yeah, it's a match. Swipe right. Online dating, instant attraction, digital romance, match found. So I don't know if somebody is like getting into dating, maybe turn into online platforms to find matches. You might meet somebody that you resonate with. That could be a thing. They're giving us the makeshift deck, so we're going to get something out of here. We are feeling solar, so we're going to go here. There's another particular deck that I'm missing that we want to pull from. I have to find it. I don't know if we mixed it in with something else. It could be a combined deck at this point. Not really for sure. You want this one? No. We will see, because I'm picking up a lot of energy. It's not in this one. We'll find it as we continue to move forward. You want this one, though? Let's get it. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. she led with an iron fist? What? That's funny. Because somebody's spirit team was coming through like, stop doing that. See, I told you money, a breakthrough or something, self-employment is coming in. We see commitment, resourcefulness, hence the funds, right? For the work. Look, work, a laborer. You could be moving from working from someone else to a self-employment. You could be owning your own construction company or just whatever you're doing. It could be your company that you're working for. I see confident and we see rewarding. Anything else in here? So yeah, let's get into it. Mother of Fire. So Queen of Wands is coming through, rise and shine type of energy. And that's funny because Blessing was in your reading, Michelle, and she was asking me about Leo energy, and that's what I'm getting. Rise and shine type of energy. Ooh, law of attraction. I'm picking up somebody's mindset, like what's going on in your head. My angels are with me, so it's definitely giving another spirit, whether it's your guardian angel in the spirit, whether it is, your protectors that have been placed with you. We've been picking up, calling, and invoking certain particular angels. Could be the ones that protect the ones that are within. The 7 archangels could be significant. We were picking up the Archangel Cassiel in particular, so that could still be relevant for somebody. But I am getting like somebody's thoughts in the law of attraction. We've been talking a lot about metaphysics in terms of attracting your abundance based on how you think. So Father of Earth, that's Pentacles, that's like the King of Pentacles. So definitely getting money and moving towards independence or sovereignty. Yeah, communication. So I don't know if you are getting communication from the other realms. Look, from a guardian angel. Right? It could definitely be a guardian angel that is attempting to communicate with you to help you become a little bit more accurate. Maybe they'll help you with some sort of expression. They are definitely trying to express something to you. They could be helping you get a little bit more intimate with yourself. It could be guiding you towards another person. Maybe you are desiring intimacy and closeness. And maybe you need to be honest with yourself. Now, on the other side of this, communication is something that we just picked up. We said this deck of cards, what's the gossip? What's gossip? What's the gossip? And look, on communication, on the other side, look, gossip. So somebody could be in a state of solitude, withholding. And that resonates with us because we have had a lot of instances, especially like over the last 2 years, of discovering people that we were close to that were actually gossiping about us. Some people that were lying. Some people that were accessing the gifts. Oh, can you read for me? And this, that, and the other. Or what do you see? Or, give me advice. And they turn around and gossip and talk shit. Then all of a sudden I'm a witch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people that you trust who will either get something from you or ask you for help, and they turn around and gossip about you behind your back. Now I see money here, and the money deck is out. Somebody could definitely, be talking about how do you get your money. I see a laptop here. So if you are online, or people could be talking about you online. I'm picking up the star that's on the back of the card. It could have something to do with your light. It could have something to do with maybe people feel like, I'm hearing you think you a star or something like that. So if you do have dreams or affirmations of having like your big break, we always think about that like, okay, we work in a gift. We want the, people, the wheat field to come on in. We've been claiming it, right? And if all the wheat that we know that's in the plane come in, then it's going to be, notoriety. People will end up knowing your name. If you are an independent person, you're starting business, self-employment, you want customers. You want your business to grow, which means you could end up being like a household name. We were talking earlier today about somebody who would have a big break later on in life. Like you could be in your 30s, your 40s, and even in your 50s, for somebody even 60s, before you have this break, and you still end up becoming a household name. People like Oprah Winfrey came up, who got her notoriety in her 40s. Martha Stewart was 50, so it's not about an age thing. It's about the return of your energy. Everything that you've been putting out and sowing into, then yeah. Y'all, let me know how the audio sounds. We do have a new mic. We watched the playback earlier today and it sounded echoey to us. So we adjusted the echo button here, so we don't know how it's going to come out. Oh, thank you. It sounds good. Good. Look, twins. Gemini energy, conscious connections. So you definitely could be meeting somebody. We did see the swipe right. We do see law of attraction. It could also be connections for business. And it could be your guardian angel trying to tell you that what's coming up next for you is a combination of career and love, beloved. So let's get into it. Twins, Gemini. Ooh. Be careful of a trickster spirit. Be careful. Mother of Earth, Queen of Pentacles. Didn't we see the King of Pentacles as well? So this could be a connection, right? But I don't know if your spirit team is trying to tell you before the real thing comes in. You may have a trickster, like a fraud type of spirit. You could be presented with two options at the same time, and you may need to discern and pick which one is the right one, beloved. Conjure woman, you definitely are manifesting something. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This conjure woman is somebody that plays and dibble dabbles in magic. They seriously pulled that back. They was like, no. And it gave me a sick to my stomach type of feeling. Somebody is playing in magic. It's somebody that's gossiping. Either they're gossiping about you conjuring, like I just said, kind of like one of those things where, like, I've been called a witch by people that I know, people that's in my family, people that I thought were close to me and stuff like that, people who would access the gift. But this is somebody else. This is not you, beloved. And your guardian angels could be trying to communicate with you about a couple of things. Yeah, see, loner. Didn't we pick up isolation and solitude? So definitely getting like somebody, yeah, Alpha is kind of giving you some sort of message. This could be a feminine angel that's coming through. This is somebody on the other side. I'm picking up a maternal side of the family, so somebody on your maternal side is trying to give you a message, or they're trying to tell you about a feminine that you are close to that's dibble-dabbling in magic. See, you're changing careers. It's a transition. And wherever you're going is spiritually led. It's spiritually led. It's associated with your purpose. Somebody, I'm getting change, and I'm picking up the wings. Either you're going to realize that you have wings, because on this self-employment, you see that? The wings is coming through. It's something that's spiritually related, spiritually led. Something that you're attracting, something that you're bringing in, but be mindful of your thoughts. Because your thoughts are crystallizing into form at this time, and it's bringing in something new. Anything else in here? I'm hearing not yet. So let's get into the makeshift. They pulling right out the middle. So let's see. Angelic bonds. Hey, Michael. Hey, Barbie. Thank you guys for tapping in. Which one, beloved? Is that the same author of the African Goddess deck? I don't know. And I'll have to find the box. You know how most of these cards, they're not even in a box. They just, rubber band up, and when I, so we could just pull them out. But I have to find the box, and I'll let you know. What's this? Yeah, see, the truth of you. Definitely the truth coming through. And it's given like a reverse energy. Somebody either doesn't see the truth in you, or they don't think that you're truth, or you don't see the truth of somebody else. This is somebody that you're close to, that you don't see the truth. See, want to fix things, and it's coming out in the reverse. Spirit is placing it in the upright. I don't know if you want to fix things with somebody, or somebody may want to contact you to pretend like they want to fix something, but I'm getting they're lying. I don't know if they already lied on you, and there's going to be some sort of exposure. Yellow. What's this? Oh, see, intelligence. This is the intelligenesis. This is the way that the Spirit broke this word down, the intelligence. They broke it down like this. Intelligenesis. It's given like the infinite intelligence that tells you your genesis, your origin. So getting revelation from the Spirit to guide you about who you are, beloved, and the truth be revealed onto you. Like getting spiritual affirmation. I'm also getting communication from other beings, whether they're your spirit guides or other spiritual beings. Look, millionaire abundance. Somebody is getting ready to have a somebody is losing energy and somebody is gaining energy. Either they don't want me to say getting ready to. Law of attraction. They want me to tell you to claim your millionaire abundance now, to state it in the present as if you already have it. It's almost even giving me like the energy of saying it from the past. Like, I remember when I became a millionaire. I remember when this abundance came in. I remember when we gained generational wealth. I remember when we set up trust and legacy. I remember these things. So again, revealing something to you from the Spirit. When they show it to you, they've already shown you being in that area, in that arena, doing the thing, being successful. So it's almost like they're giving you a memory, and they're showing you the memory before you have acted it out or lived it in this present life cycle. They're showing you your higher self, like your higher self has already done these things. And for you to take that into your mind and bury it into your heart and keep it, to walk it, to talk it, to live it, and to express it as if it is a memory of having already done it, having already received it. This one. Yeah. You are everything. So you are everything. And I'm hearing the words divinity in motion. So it's something about you living out your divine self now, so that you can attract that version of yourself. You want this one? Yeah. Something thick. This is a thick card. Oh, look, we do see the now. So what does it say? I never look back, darling. It only distracts me from the now. Edna Mode. And what's so funny, I don't know if Michelle is still here. She mentioned cartoons in her read. She mentioned Elemental and Inside Out. So Inside Out is the thoughts in your mind and controlling those thoughts. But it's also giving me cartoons. And she was like, I don't know if somebody likes Disney. And I was like, I sure do. I love cartoons. We are a big kid. So for Edna Mode to come out is big, right? And who was Edna? She was the designer for all of the supers. She was a designer for the superheroes, right? She, was definitely eclectic. She was very wealthy, right? And the Incredibles themselves were like these people who had these amazing gifts, but society had kind of shunned them and kind of resented them for their help. And so they started to get sued and all of this stuff. And so they kind of went undercover and they had to pretend to be normal in a society of normal people when they just were not. I'm thinking about Dashel, who little Dash, incredible, right? Dashel Parr, I think his name was. But he was like super fast, super quick. And they were always arguing with Dash about hiding his gifts. Like, he did not understand. He couldn't be on the track team. He was like, but I'll slow down. I'll act like I'm giving him a chance, knowing that he gonna blow through every freaking race because he could beat everybody already. But the parents would not let him race. They would not let him get into into it because they knew, like, you know, with his gift, it just really wasn't fair in the first place. But he felt like he was being stifled and he could not express himself. And that's kind of like what I'm getting. Isolation, right? People talking, people gossiping, the inability to express your gifts and to be who you are and go as far as you can go, run as fast as you can run, all this stuff, because you're being stifled in a world that doesn't get it. It's almost like having an unfair advantage and you know it. And you're stifling yourself, or you have been taught to stifle your gift. Yeah. So something could come in for somebody. So what's coming up within the next 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, a few days, weeks, years? I'm getting for somebody 16 to 24 weeks. So what's 24 weeks? That's about 6 months, 52 weeks in a year. So it's about 6 months for somebody, 6 to 7 months, give or take. I can't make it up. 6 to 7 months. Okay? That's what they said. And your spirit team is proud of you. But you may be, like Michelle was saying in her reading. So if you guys have not checked out Michelle at Life Mantra Tarot, check her out. It's something about validation. You know, people being proud of you. Go ahead and say it. Are you proud of yourself? I'm hearing, I'm proud of you. So this is somebody in your spirit team that is on the other side that's saying that they are proud of you. And something is coming in and is giving soon, in a matter of months. 6 to 7 months is what I'm getting for somebody. And it says, God is God, testify of the glory of the Most High God is giving till the world. So it's something that you're supposed to express from a spiritual standpoint. That's what I was getting with this transition. Right, with the wings, you're stepping out of whatever this is in the material world. I'm hearing like Veronica when she sings for Shateria. She said, Shateria world. But it's something with material world. And stepping into something that's more spiritual. Something that touches the soul of people. And you're going to connect to others. People who are, I'm hearing, drinking on the same waters. Anything else in this deck? Yes. This one. This. Calling. Nature is calling you. So you could be called to nature. I think Michelle was just talking about that. The blue is giving water. So how about that? Yeah. And something is not a shock. Because shocking was in reverse. Is it a shock? No. I'm hearing they already knew. Something that they knew from your birth. Yeah, you don't need to be strong alone. You don't need to be strong alone. And I'm getting that in reverse. And it's funny because I did have a person that recently told me, like, you just kind of have to shut down and deal with it. And, a lot of people will give you advice from what's good for them, but not necessarily good for you. If you are a person that's already a loner and you have already dealt with things by yourself and you're seeking support, the worst advice you could get is for somebody to tell you to deal with something by yourself, beloved. A lot of people who tend to be like the strong friend have a lot of issues because they don't have anybody to support them. So they need connectivity. They need support. They need community. Hey, Nate. I think, don't let me go into that because their name wasn't Jesus. So who are you praying to? Don't come over here doing that. Don't be judgmental. Follow your doctrine. Go follow your doctrine. Look into the principles of what your messenger was saying and stop judging. Okay? Take the plank out of your eye before you try to come over here and remove the speck out of mine. Thank you. Expansion. See, little faith. Look at the little faith. They messenger said greater works will you do. So, who's to tell you, right? Greater works will you do. Thank you. Do not judge. Right? We protected over here. So thank you to the Most High God for protecting us from negative energies. For those who seek to judge us and to proclaim or profess they know exactly what the Alpha and the Omega is and what it is not. The Alpha and the Omega is the author of all things. If you read Isaiah 44, 45 and 7, it says, I am the creator of all things, for I do all things. So this is their space, and they have ordained us to do this work. We are a conduit for the Alpha and the Omega. So, yeah, people that just don't know, they don't even know their own doctrine. Recharge is coming through. Mental rest, emotional recovery, taking a break, come back stronger. So somebody is being called to recharge their battery. It could be getting out into nature. It could be through water, because I do see the blue coming through, peeking through. And my sister was saying that in her read, like, if you are unable to get next to water, maybe listen to it. Put your mind in that place. Your mind doesn't know the difference. The body doesn't know the difference. You could turn it on YouTube, put it on your TV, watch the waterfall, listen to a stream, right? It still helps. Absolutely. Thank you, Kane Cooper. I appreciate you. Ashe. I don't know what we were trying to say. Yeah, so mote it be. Divine intervention. Divine intervention is coming through. And we were getting not only divinity, but somebody understanding that the Most High God lives within. For we are the kingdom. We are the body. We are the pixels and pieces of the Most High God itself. It lives within each and every one of us. If it be omnipresent and omnipotent, then it is everywhere, and it powers everything, beloved. So for somebody, they really need to understand that. It's been a thing against blind faith and blind followers. I don't profess to change anybody's mind about what they believe. It's only for you to study to see the truth, right? And if you are able to see the truth of something, it is beneficial, is it not? To see the truth, not only to see the truth of all things, but to see the truth of you. You are a pixel, a piece of the Most High God itself. It is within you. And when you tap into the intelligence that's already written in, like the living word, when you breathe that word, that intelligence moving through your system, that it is physical, it is a part of you. It will reveal your genesis. It will help you understand your gifts. You understand that we are whole, we are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. That your ancestors are still with you. Your spirit guides are with you. They give you advice. They give you guidance if you are able to open up your ears and listen. If you can tap into your intuition, to listen to the God within your soul when it speaks to you. Breadcrumbing. Who's breadcrumbing you? Who are these people that would gossip about you and breadcrumb you and not give you the support that you need when you are going through? Catfish. Pretending to be somebody else online, a fake profile, deceptive images, not who you think I am. See, and that's the thing about us being online and issuing messages. Even if you are somebody that's trying to date online, be very careful. We were picking up a trickster spirit. And then, this person represented themselves. Their name might not even be who they say they are. They could be somebody that we know. They could be anybody, you know what I mean, coming in to say some shit that they would never say to your face. Think about that. You online and you get trolls and shit come through your space. They'll say something to you that they would not say to your face. Situationship is coming through. Unclear boundaries, mixed signals, more than friends, less than lovers. What are we? It's something going on. You got a lot of different energy. A clout chaser coming through. Oh, somebody having a glow up. Somebody's a hopeless romantic. Photoshopped. Somebody look old as shit, but they changing their picture so that they can look different. Catfishing. Fake perfection. Artificial beauty. Unrealistic standards. Filtered beyond recognition. Wow. And being a side piece. Somebody could be meeting somebody, going on a blind date, somebody you met offline, and when you get there, they may not be who you thought they were. That's coming through for somebody. So if you are looking to meet somebody online, be careful. because the person that you see in the photos may not be what they really look like. It's giving Photoshop. It's giving fake reality. So I'm picking up a couple things that's coming up new for you. One, you have advice from your spirit team trying to get you or warn you to do something different. Divine intervention is coming through. They also want you to understand who you are, your genesis, your origin. Where do you come from? It's something about where you come from. I'm picking up star seed. I'm picking up we're all made in divinity and we all have gifts, but it's something about you that's specific. I'm getting that they're also giving you visions of your higher self, and they're trying to show you who you will become, or them knowing all things from beginning to end is given. They're telling you who you became, and they want you to take those visions and to put it into your heart and speak them into existence. And when you speak them off of your tongue, for out of the mouth, your throat chakra being powerful, this vibration, you are going to speak it as if it already has happened, from a state that you have remembered that it happened. I remember the day that I got this millionaire abundance. I remember when I became self-employed. I remember this transition away from things of the 3D and talking to or about the spirit. So you could be a person that really counsels and communicates to others about the ethereal, about the spirit world, and how you can access it, how you can remember who you became, your highest self, and to claim that so that you can attract it. They may also be speaking to you about trickster spirits in order to discern it, because you have one in your energy. And I'm getting gossip. This person, if they are not the catfish in your life already, yeah, they're giving me a catfish energy. If you are somebody that does something online, I'm picking up your sensitivity. It's something with the feel. Be sensitive. I'm hearing HSP, a highly sensitive person. You could be an empath. You could read energy or just have the ability to pick up people's frequency. If you are a person that tends to isolate and be alone a lot, like hermit, you may pick up on people's energy, on their frequency. That could be a reason why you tend to be alone a lot, because being around a lot of people could disturb your frequency. Like it puts your system in a frenzy. I'm seeing somebody's central nervous system kind of going haywire. It's given like you don't vibe with everybody. You don't. It's something about you working alone that you feel like works best. But you may just keep your circle tight and small. It doesn't mean that you don't need support. You actually do need it, but you could be with somebody around you that's not showing themselves to be true. You don't see the truth of them, and they could maybe not even see the truth of you. If they're not showing themselves to be true who they are, if they are a clout chaser, if they breadcrumb, if they catfish, if they're a person that needs to tap into other people's energy to get recharged or something like that, then they definitely would not be able to see you for who you are or everything that you are. They can't see themselves. Again, they have a plank in their eye, and you cannot see anything clearly when you got something in your eye weed. Therefore, that's why we do not judge, because I don't know anybody that doesn't have some sort of projection or something about them that they project onto other people. See, inner clarity. If they don't have inner clarity about themselves, they cannot see you or anybody else. It's just not possible. It's going to be blurred vision. So therefore, I seek answers. The answers I seek are found within me. And that's what we were saying, to seek within so that you can have the truth revealed onto you. If you are always seeking outside of yourself for the truth, then that's seeking outside validation for somebody else to reveal onto you. The great revealer is already within. When you seek and you ask from your great revealer, from your heart, your soul will answer. It will tell you the truth. And then it will also bring into you information to validate what it already told you so that you know that it's true. And when you understand and know the truth, there's no need to believe. You don't blindly follow anything. I trust my ability to access the answers at the right time. So always seek within yourself for divine clarity. For even the messenger went up to the mountain to pray to get clarity. They went 3 times because they did not necessarily want to offer themselves up to the adversary. They did not. They asked for the cup to be taken from them. But when they got the answer that this is your track, this is your journey, they surrendered on to that. So let's be clear. Quantum field is here. I draw wealth. Come on, Spirit. Thank you to the Most High God, to the Alpha and Omega. They said, what? This millionaire abundance, this generational wealth. What did they just say to you? They said the quantum field, the ether, right? The space, everything. The ether exists everywhere. It's everywhere. It's within everything. It's omnipresent. So however you want to call and claim it, I draw wealth from the quantum field where infinite possibilities converge to manifest my desires. Infinite possibilities, infinite potentiality, where all things are possible to those who know it to be true. Not just whether you believe it, but you got to know it. When they showed it to you, they did it already. So reveal on to me, what did you do? What did we do? What do I need to do to come into alignment with you? That which already knew. Let's get this thing. Thank you so much for tapping into the Tears and We Tarot Show. My name is Lati. We are a channel messenger. We are a conduit for the Most High God to speak through. Pride is coming in. Somebody is afflicted with the energy of pride. And that's what they were telling us, like that narcissistic type of energy. Somebody that is a clout chaser. Somebody that is hungry for validation. So much so that they would, do all the extra filters to change their self as given from young, from old. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to look like how they are. They seek outside validation. They are unable to be themselves, to show themselves. They would be catfishing everybody. And a catfish is being a catfish because they don't have enough pride, not just pride, but it's like self-esteem, like true self-value. They have to portray themselves to be something else to be attractive to others. But I'm getting that's not you. I'm getting your authenticity. So thank y'all so much for allowing these ingredients to come together. This Crisco getting hot. Happiness is coming through. Yeah, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. And we've been picking, I'm seeing the green here. If you notice, like around the threshold is green. She's wearing a green suit. I do see her chakra. I am picking up money, right? But it's something about the green that shows the happiness. I do pick up the water, the dolphins. They flow in community. They stay together. They live in pods and they support one another. They hunt together, all that shit. And I'm not for sure, but for some reason I'm getting mated for life. So I do feel like there is a soulmate for somebody coming. But it's going to come along with another person that's a trickster. Or there is a trickster that's associated with your forever person. Ooh, blame. Wasn't we just saying something? I accept responsibility for my own well-being. It was giving me self-esteem though. So I don't know if that card is going to come out. I do get the energy of like surrender, blame. There is a tower moment coming. This is to somebody that you know, that you're connected to. This is somebody that will conjure up something or pray against you. I don't know if they are praying. Is it malicious? Yeah, it is. That's what Spirit said. This card is moving. What is it? Look, self-care. Self-care Sunday. I'm here in our channel when we say soulful conversations. We always put soulful conversations on Sundays. Prioritizing rest, recharge, emotionally pampering yourself. Me time matters. They're giving me something weird though. I'm picking up the green on their face, like it's almost like an avocado mask or something like that. You know, the cucumber. I don't know what that's about. Because I'm hearing green with envy. And they're looking at something on the phone. Right? What are they seeing? I'm getting a lot of pressure here on my right ear. They're seeing something, they're hearing something. Whatever it is, I don't know what that's about, but it's not giving me a good vibe. Patience. I accept everything happens in divine order and divine timing. I keep getting pulled back to this Sunday self-care. Honesty. Didn't we say truth? Seeing the truth of somebody. You can't see the truth of this person. It's something about them. And here's green again. Gratitude. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. That's right in line with what we already said, right? Everybody is not going to be truthful. Everybody can't see the truth. But it is something about you going within yourself to seek the truth, to seek the answers from within. This person is challenged with pride. I don't know if like the mask and everything that they're doing is like, you know, something to restore vitality and everything, the youthful look, the youthfulness, or it's something like, I'm hearing like their nose being turned up. This person is giving me a negative vibe. Yeah, love is coming through in friendship. See, you might have an issue with seeing this person or about who they are because of the friendship. I get doubt here. You may not see the truth of them. You might doubt it. If your spirit team is trying to tell you or give you a warning about somebody that's close to you that you consider to be a friend, they are not. They are not. I don't know, it's empathy. See, a highly sensitive person, a highly sensitive empath. Yeah, and look, here's the green with gratitude coming through again. Happiness and gratitude. There's a transition. Yeah, I told you change. There's a transition. Things is getting ready to change for you. And we see justice, balance coming through. You want this one? The big one? So let's get the light seer deck. See what spirit is going to say. I'm seeing a couple colors that we kind of called out. We're seeing the green and the blue here, but the purple is coming through. It's giving somebody's intuition, your spiritual gift. So if you are an empath, a highly sensitive person where you could read energy, you could pick up on people's frequency, you may be picking up something here and you may not want to believe it. I release the need to know all the answers. You may not be able to release the need to know all the answers. I feel like you want to know. Or what you do know, you don't want to know. Which one? This one? You want this too? This? Yeah, 5 of Cups. It would make you sad. It's a sense of regret. It's a sense of loss. It's a sense of remorse here. This is judgment. It's going to make you sad to call judgment in this particular situation, but it's a divine intervention here. It's a tower moment. The Most High God is going to point this person out, or they're going to point you to something to help you realize that this person is not for you. They're not showing them their true self. I do feel like somebody is going to be dating somebody off a line, though, or somebody is trying to date someone offline and they're catfishing that person. What they portray themselves to be is not who they are. Yeah, a Hierophant is coming through. I'm hearing a counselor, a spiritual counselor. So if you are a person that is feeling called to speak on the spiritual things and counsel and help others, right, then that's where this is coming in at. Spiritual teaching. It could be something, I do feel kind of non-traditional, like very principled, or if it is traditional, it's something of old, right? It is not any new religion like of the last 2,000, 3,000 years. This is very, very old information. I'm seeing a cosmic flower up here from the ether, right? I'm seeing a lot. I see the fish. I see Pisces. I see the sign for Om, like that meditation. I see that. It's kind of giving me something like where we go back to the understanding that we are all pixels and pieces of the Most High God. Like we all have divinity within us, and we all have spiritual gifts. It's like getting back into the spirit of it. Yeah, Queen of Cups, you're psychic, and you have a lot of spiritual gifts. Psychic. Queen of Cups is very psychic, but she's also very loving, and she's an empath. She's definitely a feeler. She's a feeler and she's a healer. Right? So the love over here that you would have for people, especially somebody that you're close to, could cloud your judgment. You may not see what this person is doing to you, or that they're just not for you. Yeah, mentally conflicted. We do see mental conflict, Five of Swords. It could be some sort of battle. It could be battle of the mind. It could be battle over truth. It's almost like whose truth is truth. That's what it's given. Two of Cups. I'm telling you, this is somebody that you're connected to. And it could be a mental conflict over somebody that you will connect to. The type of people that you're connected to. Like spirits. Like energies. Which one, beloved? This? Yeah. Brokenhearted. Yeah, those who are struggling, those who are hurting, those who are grieving. Do you have a message that could help soothe them spiritually? You may. And that's what I'm getting, the transition. To help people from a spiritual standpoint, a soulful standpoint, where they kind of, are able to not only heal, because healing, like Michelle was saying, is something that is a continual process. It's not linear. It could be very like a cyclical journey, where you feel like you've healed from something, then you encounter something that triggers something, and then you have to dig into that trigger and heal that part, or work on that part, be able to cope, be able to manage. And it's given from a very soulful place. It could even be helping people understand that they can tap into their gifts, things that people have tried to suppress in them and tell them what they can and cannot do. I don't know why it's getting like, if you feel like others would be afraid of you, concerned for what you can do. People have amazing gifts in these days, right? Like, not just in these days, that we've always had them. But a lot of gifts are laying dormant because we're not taught to tap into them, to foster them, to mature them, right? To use them. And there's a lot of people who are not only telepathic, but telekinetic, being able to harness and manipulate the energy around a thing, and that force will move it, right? It's a lot of amazing things that you can see people do, but it's like so many other factors that would keep people suppressed, where they don't dig into it. Again, like a person like The Incredibles, where you have these children who are incredibly gifted, and you're telling them that they cannot express themselves, so their gift doesn't mature. It doesn't, I can't think of any other word but mature. Yeah, magic. And it's accelerate. The gift does not accelerate. You don't take off. You don't build up steam. You don't build efficiency. You don't get quicker and faster and more efficient because you've been stifled from the ability to practice in the spirit. Somebody may have told you that is not from the spirit. See, Mother God, Empress, right? Mother God being here, miracles in motion. What is she telling you that you contain, that you can actually really do? For their doctrine, the theology says, greater works will you do. So if that person was able to, they were not the first person to raise the dead. They were not the first person to cast out demons. They were not the first person to display miracles, right? They were not. But if they did everything that is documented that they were supposed to do, and that person said greater works will you do, what could you do, beloved? What could you do? But if that book people take it and misconstrue the principles and the lessons and tell you that you cannot operate unless you do it in a certain particular type of way, then it will keep you limited at the end of the day. It will limit you instead of growing you up and helping you to expand and to evolve and really tap into the quantum field, really bring in your abundance. Anything that you can think of, you can instantly actualize the resources to support it. And who would want to do that? What powers are in control that would not want you to be as big and grand and magnificent as you were designed to be? To allow the source of us living, your soul, to express itself, to tell you your genesis, to reveal the intelligence of the all that's already with you? Why would they not want you to do that? Well, that's the truth. King of Swords, what would not want you to know? So that you can get everything, so that you can exchange with the universe. You put that energy out there and it comes right back in. When you know it to be true, your mind is set, it's fixed, and you will not be moved. You will draw everything into you. You will attract it. You come into alignment with the spirit and allow it to express itself. Somebody going into a major cycle. I don't know if this solar eclipse, right, the communication, all of the astrological events that are taking place right now is calling more people into awakening. They're starting to rise up. I'm feeling souls quickening, and that energy is starting to come up, and it's something about the throat, and it's giving stifled, like it's being held back. Even for somebody that might be choking words back, you're not saying what you need to say. Queen of Pentacles. Here's your abundance. You are everything, and you can manifest. You can pull it right out of the ether, right out of the quantum field. When they show you the vision, you believe it, you accept it. Not just believe it, but know it to be true because they showed you. And when they show you, you know it to be true. That takes form first inside of you. You change what you do. You ask them, reveal unto me, give me the instructions, and you take off and you do it. That itself will accelerate you. For somebody, you are designed to coach or to help other people do the same thing, to realize the truth. It's giving a Morpheus type of energy. Not Neo. It's giving Morpheus. Somebody that's out here talking and enlightening and calling up souls, waking them up out of the matrix, waking them up from pulling them out of these systems of control that would stifle you and your abilities and what you can do. We can recreate this reality. We are co-creators. We were always designed to come and to recreate the reality, to change the frequency. So anytime you decide to step in and operate on your divinity, upon your own authority, what has been endowed within you, you will then start to see what you can do. You will move forward. You will break through. You will move forward. You will break through. See, tap in. Tap in. You are already tethered. You are already connected. You can already see. You have the inspiration. You have the vision. But do you know it to be true? Yeah, Emperor is here. I'm hearing Omega. Yeah, High Priestess has already ordained you. Has already ordained you. And they reveal onto you the truth of you, your genesis, your origin. Where do you come from? Children of the sun, children of the stars. The essence is within. Magician, you can do anything. Do you know it to be true? Or are you still struggling with the decision? Do you feel blindfolded? Do you feel caught up? Do you feel stifled? What is the choice that you need to make? And I'm hearing let it all go, Ashe. Let it go. What are the lies that you were told? What are the systems in place that's telling you that you're not who you are, that you're not this high priestess, that you don't know what you know, that you can't feel what you feel? And when you accept that for yourself and you get underway, I feel like somebody's whole life is going to change. Expansion. Helping those of little faith. Those that need to see to believe. Instead of being able to know it to be true and allow the Spirit to reveal the truth onto you. Anything else in here? It's something about this cosmic deck that we want to get, but we really don't remember how they combined it. See, we don't remember. They're telling us to get something, and we don't even remember what we did with it. And I know they know where it is, because they know where all of the decks are at. They're the ones that put it together. It wasn't us. A whole bunch of tarot decks under here. That's not it. That's not it. That's the one we just picked up, though. It happens to say spirit linked. You are linked. That's what we were getting. You are tethered to the spirit always. Not only does it live outside of you, but it lives in you. You are the walking, breathing, living word. We are the kingdom. We are it. I always get so confused when they come in and want to tell us this, that, and the other, because their messenger never preached in the church. The church was not even applicable to them, which is so funny. And their messenger never wrote a word. It was all passed down third-hand information, translated from Aramaic into Greek, and, by people who were supposedly there 60, 70 years ago. It's like, how do you know it's even true? Solace of balance. Balance. Come to balance. Ain't that what they said? Souls of balance. Balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career. And we said that this has something to do, not only love, light on voluntary escape, but it's something about your love life and career that are intertwined. We said that from the beginning. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both your heart and your mind. And we just saw the Two of Swords about decisions. Harmonizing your decisions between the heart and the mind. And if your mind and your heart comes together, like we said, you know it to be true, and you bury that truth in your heart, everything will work well for you. All things become possible, and everything that you've gone through only works for your great. Divine timing. Everything in divine timing. They said patience in divine order. I don't know what we did. We just lost. Oh, there we go. Be patient. Hello. I'm reading this one. Be patient, for things take time to manifest fully in your life. So for those who have a hard time, like they need to see to believe, then see so that you can believe. Increase your faith in all things, for all things are possible. And to tell you that all things are possible, everything that's in existence exists. Who do you think made all of it? If the Alpha and the Omega said that I am the author of all things, and you can look around and you can see the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains, the rivers, the trees, the grass, the houses, the iPads, the cell phones, the couches, the motherfucking refrigerator, all this shit. Who the fuck do you think made it? It came from divine inspiration, did it not? It started with a thought. Somebody thought it, right? Consciousness is thinking, the intelligence. Shit orders and comes together. It combinates. It makes all these great things. Right? Somebody thought about this microphone, how to amplify the voice, right? So they thought about it. They conceptualized it. They thought it long enough, and they knew that it could happen. So therefore, it was created. You are a co-creator of everything. But sometimes the obviousness is just so right in front of your face that people miss it. Everything that you see was created from something. And if all things are created from the same things, you get down into the elements, then we are all the same shit. Just different concentrations of it. Vibrating on different frequencies. If you could match frequency, then you would discover that this is not solid. Your hand could pass right through it. Roots of stability. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. Again, love and career, rooted in stability. Queen of Pentacles is definitely somebody that values being rooted in stability. She seeks to create stability. King of Pentacles did show up. So the person that you're supposed to connect to, you both have the same sentiment about stability. Not just longevity, wealth for the sake of having money. It's about creating stability. It's about, I'm hearing security. And not just for the now, but for future nows, for future generations. Yeah, it's definitely giving future. And I'm hearing somebody is futuristic. You have futuristic thinking. But your futuristic thinking really only cycles back to things that have already happened. Like the world that we live in, to me, in my opinion, is really not the modern world. When we look at the megalithic structures of the ancient world, that shit is modern because we cannot figure out how to recreate that shit today. Still, period. Do not know how they did it. You're on your own. So somebody is on their own. It was giving very isolated, like loner type of energy. Is giving me strong friend vibes, right? And hurtful events. There is something coming. Divine intervention. It is going to hurt you. Five of Cups is down here, which is why we're taking that card. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past so it doesn't anchor you down. It's given you need to release the energy. And I'm also getting like seeds of potential. That's that Queen of Pentacles. Sowing something, a seed to create longevity. Something is already seeded in you. And I'm getting starseed type of energy. Tides of transition. Someone is transitioning. It's career and love. You see it's two people on here. And it's something about the water and being in the flow. Transition. A major shift for somebody in the next 6 to 7 months. Yeah. So don't doubt that you're on the right track because you are. You are on the right track and you are headed in the right direction to have all of your wishes granted. I feel travel here. You're heading in the right way. And it's something that they showed you is coming true. Something major is coming your way. This solar eclipse is giving me like the mark of change for somebody. Like the energy that's happening right now, I feel like you feel it as an empath, a highly sensitive person. And what you know, I don't know if you are doubting it. You're reluctant to believe it, to call a judgment. And the alpha is here, and there's a feminine energy that's passed over in the spirit. It's given from your matriarchal side, like from your mother's side of the family, that's trying to help you make the choice, make the decision, or communicate something to somebody. Yeah, look, cutting edge. Whoever you are, you're on the cutting edge of something. Like, again, I'm getting, like, highly advanced, but it's reaching all the way back to, like, the ancient world where, like, they can't even figure out, like, how did they build these buildings with such intricacy. Right, like I'm seeing like the megalithic towers and buildings of like Cambodia. I think that's in India, but I'm seeing Cambodia, like where you can see all these stone structures and the faces that are carved and like the just the detail that's there, that they cannot figure out how the hell did they create these things if it was supposed to be so, you know, cavemanish back then. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a whole chunk of history and information that's missing. We damn sure know that humanity is not 2,000, 3,000, 6,000 years old. We know that it's history missing that they don't tell us about, right? It's a lot of relics that speak to an ancient world that was so much more advanced than what they would allude or have us believe to be true. They want to cover it up and gaslight you as if these things did not exist. It's evidence of wars on this planet that would, allude to nuclear war. You know what I mean? Like, well, how did that happen? Right? So if you go to the Sahara Desert, it's glass in the fucking sand that shows that the only way that glass could show up like that if it was something so hot like a nuclear explosion or some shit. Right? So how did it get there? And why don't they tell us the real information, beloved? So sometimes when you come away from, the doctrines that they want to give you to make you think it's only really this when it's really so much bigger, and you start to seek truth, the truth will seek out you. It will come in. You will call it into yourself, and you will start to see something very different. It'll make you be like, okay, y'all lied to us about a whole bunch of shit. Okay, what is this? What we got going on here? I feel like we got something right there. I don't know what that is. Oh, thank you. Right, but it's like y'all lied to us about a whole bunch of shit. And that can make somebody feel very unhinged, right? Like you feel untethered. I'm losing a connection to everything they told me was true, what I held so closely to my heart, what I believed, right? But again, it's a difference between belief and truth. The truth needs nobody to believe in it. It doesn't care. It is what it is, and it will reveal to you what it isn't. Walking unscathed is coming in. And on the other side says protected. And we pulled that card, right? It's down here somewhere in this pile of ish. I feel like they want us to find it. We might sit this right here so we can see it when we show y'all protected. Oh, it's right here. Thank you, Spirit. See? Protected. Walking away from something unscathed, yes, you are protected. So what does unscathed say? You are fortunate. A trap was laid out for you, but you were too smart to fall for it. Right? See, that is you. Somebody that you are supposed to connect to, soulmated to, your forever person that you will work with to do this spiritual work with is coming into you. But they're going to be presented along with another person. It's going to be somebody that's fake. You got two catfishes in your life, I'm feeling. One person that is close to you that does not show their full self. They don't. But another person is going to come into you and they're going to be a catfish too. You may end up dating this person, or you may think about going on a date, but it's something about them. The spirit wants you to be able to discern the real from the fake. And whatever it is that could be laid out in front of you, you're protected. I feel like you're going to make the right choice, beloved. You're going to feel it. Yeah, a rough road lays on ahead. Somebody being on the mend, that's that healing your heart. Be compassionate and be kind to yourself as you heal your heart. As you heal your heart. Because it's a 5 of Cups here. You're going to cut somebody out, and that's going to be hurtful. I feel like you're going to get rerouted, though. You're going to deepen. You're going to become better at understanding what it is that you're feeling. And you understanding what you feel and being able to trust that, to trust the truth of you, what your heart is saying, it's going to protect you from another adversary that'll come in along with somebody else that is like picking the right one. One is a trickster spirit and one is the real deal. And you're going to have to figure out which one to pop the balloon on. I don't know why I'm getting that show like pop the balloon. But it's like you're going to have to be able to tell like, no, that's not it. And you're going to be able to select the right pick. So what's coming up for somebody, it's a rough road. You're on the right track. You're on the right track, but it's not going to be easy for somebody. The spirit wants me to tell you that. So listen to your spirit team, listen to your spirit guides as they help you navigate this. It could feel long, it could feel dry, you could feel isolated, you could feel like yet again I got to figure out a way to make it. But I feel like there's an acceleration that's coming up with this Eight of Wands. I'm also picking up magic that's coming at you. Yeah, look, resurrection. Wasn't we talking kind of like about that type of energy? Right? That individual, that messenger. And see, that could be a part of the energy, right? Some people don't like. You want something else? This one. Look, Pathfinder. And look, to trust your path. If you're on the right path, then to trust it. Right, it's something about resurrection. Like we said, we know a lot of people who, don't necessarily agree with the gift, especially if you're online and you're doing something different like this, how you use your gift. It's going to be a lot of people who come against you in terms of that religious persecution, and that's what we've been picking up. Religious persecution. And these people will pray against you. They may be thinking that they're doing the right thing, but they're not. They're not. A lot of people have no idea. They haven't even studied their own doctrine to follow the principles. Because if they did, then they would not be praying against people who are not causing any harm to anyone. We're not causing anybody any harm, but they jump to judgment. Right? They feel like their pathway is the only way, beloved. Right? If they don't accept this, if you don't accept this, if you don't profess and proclaim this to be an authority over your life, if you are not tethered to it instead of being a sovereign entity as you were designed to be, beloved, then they will persecute you. What if you were born on some sort of abstract island? If you were in Cambodia, are they Christian? No. Do you think the Most High God does not speak to all of us? Absolutely it does. Right? We all have a connection to the Most High God. What were people doing before Christianity? It's only like 2,000, 2,500 years old. What was going on before then? People didn't have a connection to the divine before that came about? Is it not a translation? Do you not see the story of this individual throughout history? Yes, you do. So how can you tell which one is who? You cannot use the book itself to prove the book to be true. It has to be laid up or compared against something else to validate it. And when you start to break down the etymology, the origins, the authors of the book, you start to see something very different. Again, we just broke down and deconstructed the book of Mark. If Mark was a person that wrote their gospel based on the accounts of Paul, who spoke about the events of this person, which happened 70 years before, how take what I just said, any part of this, take it. Think about it. When was the last time you was able to go and hear something somebody else said, take a conversation back and repeat that conversation fucking 10 days later, okay? And give it to somebody else and have them write down what you said based on what somebody else said 10 days ago, what you seen all that time ago, and see them get it right. Because that messenger didn't write nothing. But the thing about it is, gossip, hearsay, third party, fourth party information. Mark wrote the book based on what Paul saw 70 years before they wrote the account. That shit happened 70 years ago. And the messenger spoke Aramaic and they translated it into Greek. And Paul was how old when he gave the account? And then Mark, Matthew, and Luke and John, not Mark, but Mark wrote it based on Paul. Luke, Matthew, and John wrote it based on what Mark said. Do the history. Look up how the books came about. I'm just saying, for real. So if Luke, Mark, and John, they based all their books on what Mark said, based on Paul said. Everybody writing based on what somebody else said. So when you compare John to Luke to Matthew, and all them shits about just the resurrection, All 4 books are different. I know I just lost a couple people because they like, why is she going down this lane like that? Because it makes a point. And how people will judge you, how they will persecute you, how they will hold this belief so tough, but they don't know any of it to be true. And when you really dissect it, because this is something that causes us to be separate. It separates us. People can't support you. They cannot uplift you. They will curse you. They will try to bind you. They will pray against you. All because you don't believe this one thing. How many wars are based on religion itself, beloved? How many wars are based on religion? What's happening in the United States in terms of our laws where they're trying to put this doctrine back in schools? How many times do we legislate and create laws based on this type of thing? We're supposed to have a separation of church and state, but that is not what we see in this day. It's not. So how do you become all-encompassing? How do you have unconditional love? How do you support each other as a piece of divinity, as we all are, if creation is whole and complete and there's nothing broken and there's nothing missing? Everything in existence, it just is. It's here for a purpose. It's here for a reason. Duality exists. Light and dark exists. Positive and negative exists. The yin and the yang, masculine and feminine. It's always going to be like, I don't know why I'm getting energies returning, so I'm picking up carnation, like whether it's reincarnation. Somebody may be, understanding that we are reincarnated souls. We choose to come back. We choose to do certain things. I'm picking up the entity Kuan Yin, like the goddess energy who comes back to give mercy and compassion, delaying their own ascension to help others through the process of growth, to just bring the energy of love to Gaia itself, tuning Gaia's frequency, helping Gaia itself to heal the inhabitants of Gaia itself. You could be one of those people. To help people heal, to transition away from mindsets that are so locked in and so limited. That's what I'm picking up. Are you a coach onto people's soul, onto the spirit, regardless of some sort of strict doctrine that will tell them what they are and what they are not? When you break down how all of this stuff came to be, you start to see the controls of the matrix, and that's what I'm getting. And if we be in a time and we're being called to wake up, right, to ascend, to come out of that harsh, limited mindset of being boxed into something that you know just doesn't fit, it doesn't even fit logic, it doesn't fit truth anywhere, it's turned back around against itself, then you must question to seek answers. And it's so many people that feel so lost when they let go of this. They feel lost and they feel confused and they feel conflicted. And they don't really have a lot of support to turn to. That's why a lot of people turn to places like this, channel messengers and psychics and intuitives. People to help them understand what they're feeling. If you are gifted and you know you're gifted and you're in a family that would tell you to stifle your gifts, that you cannot use them, you will always be at war within yourself. You don't come to feel that you're whole, that you're complete. You will feel like something's wrong with me. Why did the Most High God make me in a way that I have these gifts, that I'm a medium, I'm a clairvoyant, I'm a claircognizant, I'm clairsentient, I'm clairtangent? Like, I have all of these things that I can use, these other senses, but then you would tell me that I'm wrong for being this way. So you mean to tell me that the Most High God doesn't make mistakes, but it made me wrong in this way? It doesn't make sense. That's a system of control telling you that you cannot be who you are. Because when you step into your fullness and you come into your awakening, then they know we will break the system. We can recreate our reality. You can do it. You only need to remember what you already know. Remember your Genesis. That's what they said. You want this one? So, I don't know what they're going to pull from here. Do you want this? Yes. Because I was looking at that. No. Power symbol is what they tapped in on. So, a power symbol is here. Can y'all see that? It says, I got to figure out how to say it. The Chokure, because I'm getting Reiki. So Chokure is also known as the power symbol. It can be translated as a place of the spiritual power here. Well, look at that, spiritual power. It is used to increase and focus the flow of universal life force energy. And they just gave us a new acronym for self. They said Source Eternal Life Force. So this helps you increase and focus the flow of the universal life force energy into the intended purpose or area. What is the purpose? What is the area? Right? It can also be used in conjunction with other Reiki symbols to increase their power and for cleansing the room of negative energies. Anything else in here? Yes. Oh, look, heart chakra. So yoga. Right? Somebody may be getting into yoga as a beginner, right? So definitely something to balance the heart chakra. And I do feel this Queen of Cups, right? Very sensitive. High Priestess is associated with water. The Chariot is associated with water. Three of Swords is heartache and grief type of energy. And how do you tap into the power that you are tethered to for the sake of healing and helping other people heal as well? Heal the heart. And we were talking about that Kuan Yin type of energy, somebody who would come to bring compassion onto the plane. It's compassion. It's mercy. It's love. Grace. Which one? This one? This. Another one. So somebody, I am picking up flexibility, right? And this is for solar plexus, solar powered. The I will, your willpower type of energy, to will things into your existence, to call it in. We do see intermediate, right? And it's saying, anything in here? No, you just want to show it? Yeah. Okay. So maybe these are some moves that somebody needs to practice in order to support the solar plexus, the space of I will, and the heart. And I'm also getting higher heart. Anything else in here you want to look at this? Yes. Sacral chakra is the place of kingdom for us. It is like the ability to create, the ideas, even to sense the world. People always say sensuality and they associate it with sexuality, but we don't get that. They've given it to us that is to sense the world. You don't just have 5 senses, it's many more, like your 6th sense, 7th sense, 8th sense. Like you can sense all things. So what is that? Essential oils. So while you're doing your yoga, maybe you want to buy essential oils. You can put them on your warmer to put the scent throughout your home. Maybe it'll help you, again, releasing that negative energy. I'm picking up on patchouli. Does somebody like patchouli, like that scent? Patchouli essential oil has a calming and grounding and sensual qualities. Didn't we just say sensual? Thank you, Spirit. It has a deep, sweet, herbaceous, earthy, and woody aroma. Woody aroma. Research suggests it has a sedative effect, which promotes calming and uplifting feelings. So to uplift your spirit, to calm, right? To help you, even like the smell in your meditation, to deepen your sensibilities. And since you are a very highly sensitive person, empathic, you sense energies, you could be very affected by negative energies around you. Wait a minute. Wait. What y'all talking about dinosaurs, Barbie? I just looked up and saw the dinosaurs too. Oh my gosh. Oh, you having your neck is better, but you having headaches and dizziness and no energy. Oh wow. I hope you feel better from your accident. Praying healing onto you. 74, 73. 11 and 10, that's 111. That breaks down to the number 3. What is the divine saying? Mudras for the root chakra. Root chakra. Yeah. It says practicing the Chinmaya Mudra helps balance the root chakra. This is to help balance it. It helps you reduce anxiety and stress and increase bodily awareness. It directs energy to the base of the body, creating a sense of grounding and security. Grounding and security. Yeah. Anything else we're saying? No. Third eye chakra is on the bottom though. So to support the third eye chakra. Yeah. I'm hearing this one is something with the solar system. Let's jump into it and see what the astral world is telling us. Yeah, higher self. This one. Okay. And then we're going to get from the spirit. See, somebody is on the right path. You see how it says stay the course? So somebody is on the right path. It's a rough road, and you may need to get into some things to balance your system, whether it's essential oils that calm the system down, supporting your root chakra for security, supporting the sacral chakra for your creativity, supporting the solar plexus, that I will, the willpower to succeed, to persist, to pursue, to continue, and also supporting the heart. Because I feel like you will go through some hurtful things as you move forward. It is a rough road. It's not going to be easy for somebody, but I'm hearing that it will be worth it. It will be worth it. Okay, so the last quarter is coming in. It's something with the moon being 50% lit, so it's something that you don't see. You may only see half of something. It says it comes from the fact that the moon has entered the final quarter of its orbit before becoming a new moon, sometimes called the third quarter. This cycle can be quite empowering, as the dreams that were planted. I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles, the seed of potential, planting something, right? The roots of whatever you plant have to become stable. So don't be so quick to snatch things up, to take it out. You said what you say, Hector. No voodoo is going to stop the God in you, right? The God that lives within. Nothing can stop it as long as you know it, right? But it says the things that were planted at the beginning of your cycle have taken root. So somebody, don't be so quick. Allow patience, like have patience. Allow the roots of whatever it is you're growing to be stabilized. The deeper your roots, the stronger the roots, the higher you go, the higher the tree grows, right? Your tree cannot grow high on shallow roots. When the storm comes, it'll just be ripped back up again. So don't be impatient and just go try, check. You on the right path. Keep going. Keep pursuing the steps. Go to your spirit and make sure that they are telling you what to do. Because I'm getting somebody that like plants it and then they want to go dig it up. They plant it and then they want to go dig it up. It's like, no, you can't plant it and then want to go dig it up. It's just a little seedling. It needs to establish strong roots. This is a time to appreciate your growth and your accomplishments. People born in this phase are typically loyal and intuitive. Again, that's that intuition. Look at the bottom of the card. Right? People born in this phase are typically loyal and intuitive. And see, your loyal nature will have you in a space where you have the inability to let go of something that you know doesn't serve you. Do you want this one? Chiron. Look at Chiron, right, coming through. And see, look, this asteroid is named Chiron, the centaur, a wounded healer. A wounded healer. A well-trained devil supporter. Is that somebody that you're dealing with? Wow. Well, what are they teaching you? This asteroid is named after Chiron, the centaur, a wounded healer in Greek mythology. In astrology, Chiron represents a deep wound in our souls, and it attempts to heal the pain. It represents a deep wound in our souls in our attempt to heal or deny the pain. So are you denying some sort of pain? That Five of Cups that's down here. The pain of having to let go of something to see something for what it really is. Yeah. This wound can arise in a relationship. See, a friendship that's here. In a relationship, right? It says it can also, present somebody with like mental health situations unless it's properly attended to. We did see the Five of Swords, right? It says for those experiencing personal transits or transitions to their own natal Chiron. So somebody may want to look at their birth chart and see which house Chiron is in. The universe wants you to process some psychological truth to be able to see the truth. Not only do we see honesty coming out saying that I can't expect the truth from others, but I can always expect it from myself. They also pulled it from the spiritual makeshift deck that they created to say, see the truth, to see the truth of you. So what is the psychological truth that you need to face so that you can come out stronger at the end of the day? Now, some people would say coincidence, coincidence, coincidence. But when you have three different decks talking about the truth, the King of Swords, that's the light seer, that's the fourth card talking about the truth. That's four different ones. Balance, justice, talks about the truth. We see fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Aquarius is the water bringer, but it talks about a higher level of truth. It brings in the return of truth. So Taurus is very stubborn, right? It could be fixed to what they think, and they may not want to let go of it. Leo could be prideful. They could think very highly of themselves. Scorpio could, I'm getting death. But somebody might be, I don't know, I'm getting stingy. Like, I'm getting somebody that could be preying on your downfall. An ending in your life. That's what I'm picking up. And Aquarius, the truth is what it is. It's fixed. It's stuck. You know what I mean? It is what it is. How can you follow something that's, the acronym is basic instructions before leaving Earth and claims to know everything in the universe? It cannot. It doesn't even tell you all the information. And when you study the book, it tells you that it doesn't. Because if anybody could find the Book of Wars, you let me know, because I ain't found it yet. Just saying. Square is coming through. I feel like somebody trying to put you in a box. Don't put you in a box. A square aspect presents a great opportunity to practice maturity and patience. So, do y'all see that? Where it says maturity and patience, to mature and to be patient. How can you mature in anything if you're not given the ability to practice? Did they not already pull patience? And then they pulled another card that said to be patient. So, practice maturity and patience. Triumphs can be achieved through learning how to deal with this natal position, working through the challenges of the square. They said it's going to be a rough road. It's going to be filled with challenges. Working through the challenges of a square is a major rite of passage in somebody's life. Once this lesson is learned, they will be an unstoppable force. We said unstoppable with the Chariot. It's down here. Unstoppable. an unstoppable force in the world, right? Not just in your personal life. This is so much bigger than you. It's so much grander than you. This is almost giving like a preview to the remix or some shit, or like a preview of something that's coming up next. Right now, we're in that energy. We know that Pisces, we're transitioning out of the house of Pisces back into the house of Aquarius. We're completing a major cycle, the precession of the equinoxes, right? Like everything turns. Nothing is static, truly, right? Everything is always moving. And the us moving into the age of Aquarius is bringing back a certain level of information, things, intelligence that have been long since forgotten, things that were dormant within us. And it's a lot of people that's on the forefront. They are innovators of change. They are ones that are coming here now, incarnating in this time to help prepare Gaia and its inhabitants for change. So you may not feel the same. You may not think the same. You know that you have gifts that people just in this day and age don't understand, beloved. And depending on where you are around the globe, they will not be accepted. The messenger that they proclaim and profess, they were not accepted in their day. What? They didn't even preach in a church. But if you don't go to church, then you something different. What? How does that even make sense? I'm going to just keep saying it because it just baffles me. It really does. I'm really perplexed. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. But that person was not accepted in that day and age. So if you came and you here and greater works can you do, and you have these gifts and you can display them, do you think that these people too would not persecute you? That messenger wouldn't even come back. If I was them, for real, come back for what? So that you could do to me the same thing you did the last time? What has changed in the mindsets of people since then? Nothing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. You can't even read tarot cards without being judged. You know what I'm saying? A well-trained devil supporter. I don't know who they was talking to. But again, it's that judgment shit. Let you be on the side of the motherfucking road and feed 500 people with 2 loaves of bread and 5 fish. And see what they do. Let them see you raise up the dead or somebody that they thought was out of here, and you go lay hands on them and then they sit up. What they gonna do to you? What? They be done peek down in here. Nah, they ain't ready yet. And keep on going. They ain't ready yet. Keep on going. Nah, I ain't going back to do that. I didn't even want to do it the last time we was here. I went to talk to the Most High 3 times to make sure that's what they wanted me to do. You sure I gotta let Judas come over here and kiss me on my motherfucking cheek and sell me up to these people for 30 pieces of silver? You sure that's what I gotta do? Wait a minute, wait. You sure? Wait, they gonna do what? You sure? Oh, fuck, I guess I gotta do it. And then they want to act like they just happily trashed all down there. And yeah, they went and did it because they were proud to come and do this shit. They prayed 3 motherfucking times to not do it. Read the book. Study it. Don't be a blind follower of some shit because somebody was a good orator and they cherry pick scriptures to make you feel a kind of way. Nah. Read what the book say. And who wrote it. And why did they write it that way? And why it don't make sense from chapter to chapter to chapter. Why the fuck did somebody in the resurrection say they saw zombies? Somebody else said the angel came down from earth, from heaven down to earth. Somebody said that the angel was already in the tomb. What? Somebody said that they talked to him and they didn't know who it was. And somebody else said that they was already gone. Did you read it? Did you compare it? Nope. You just listened to what this person said and you gave them your money to make you feel a kind of way, to get you in your emotions, get that dopamine hit, and then therefore you got your fix and you good until next week and then pick it up. No time between Sunday and the next Sunday. They don't read it. They don't study it. They don't see if it's true, to see who wrote it and why did they write it like that. Maybe it's just to control you. I'm just saying. Semi-sextile. Let's get this. It's a real disaster. When this aspect occurs, the celestial bodies are in neighboring signs, which means there is a potential for a friendly connection. Potential for a friendly connection, right? It is. Thank you so much for hiding this person. Thank you. Thank you, blessings. I don't know whether or not, people feel how they feel. I don't give a shit. Honestly, I might not be your reader, and that's fine. That's fine, because again, I don't seek validation from nobody else. The spirit tell me what to say, and we say it. It is what it is. And you can go research anything that I say to you. If you don't like it, go see for yourself. Show yourself to be approved. Because all these damn books we got over here, like this one right here, from 1865, we don't say nothing for nothing. We don't say nothing for nothing. Where is the other one? We don't say nothing for nothing. We just don't. Right? I mean, I can go pull out Geneva Bibles. I can go pull out Bibles from every fucking religion that you want to look at. We got them. Okay? So, when it comes to your own soul and where you will go, people are very emotional. And if you think that there are not systems that will seek to manipulate you based on that emotion, you are mistaken. You would be mistaken. They know that humans are sensitive about the afterlife because you don't know. And they play on this right here. Fear. But when you come into the realization that everything is whole and everything is complete, there's nothing broken and there's nothing missing, where could you go, beloved? We're all encompassed. Your spirit team, your passed over loved ones are still with you. They're still here. They can hear you. When you speak to them, they will speak back to you. If you allow yourself to receive what they're saying to you. But a lot of people don't. They've been taught that the ability to hear clairaudient is wrong. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. If you are able to be here and to stick it through, I appreciate you. Gemini just fell out. And we know that to be true because we have the Gemini here. Where are they? The twins right here. The twins are here. Gemini. Conscious connections. So let's see, what did the spirit have to say? Because we don't do any of this. Geminis are the chatty, social butterflies of the zodiac, represented by the twins, right? The twins. Represented by the twins. Oh, you were bringing up dinosaurs in the Bible. Yeah, but I met a person that was such a heavy Bible thumper, they did not believe that dinosaurs exist. They literally was like, dinosaurs do not exist because they are not in the Bible. I was like, wow, I know we cannot connect. Why? Because if you think that it's a big ass joke for somebody to run around the planet and have these big ass motherfucking bones, where the fuck are they manufacturing all these big ass dinosaur bones at? Like, what factory does that? I ain't never heard in my life somebody working at a dinosaur bone factory. Seriously? Shit blows my goddamn mind. I'm telling you, I be flabbergasted some of the shit people say. Like, that book right there will definitely have you locked into a mental mind trap. And I'm not saying it from a judgmental place. I grew up Christian. Both of my grandparents were pastors. We had a family church. I was singing in a choir before I was big enough to clap on beat. You are indoctrinated into it. You are programmed. Nobody generally just signs up and be like, oh, I'ma just be this. No, that's what your family was, and they passed down that tradition. And if you never have the ability or the courage to step out and learn something different to compare it, then you will live your life under that restraint. It just is what it is. Represented by the twins and ruled by planet Mercury. This sign is all about fun, communication, and conversation. They are amazing friends and tell the most captivating and hilarious stories. Geminis are playful, affectionate, and curious, but they can also be thoughtful and serious, thanks to their dual nature. And I'm getting something about dual nature in general. Somebody could be afflicted by a Gemini, or the person that you're going to mesh with could be a Gemini, or they could just be, your twin, your soulmate, somebody that you're supposed to connect to. For somebody, I'm getting get ready for a date. It's something about a date. Anything else in here they said now? You want to look at that now? This one. Let's get it. I feel like we're going to get this deck, one more deck, and then that might be the end of it. Somebody may need to pay attention to their physical health and mental health. Somebody could be saying there's something going on with your mental health. That could be gossip. Like, you got to be crazy to think the things that you think, because you on Aquarius level intelligence. You have knowledge of the ethereal things. You get revelation. Yeah. Your prayers are being answered. And I think they said that. Wish granted came up. So your prayers are being answered. And we were kind of just saying, like, when you speak out loud, when you talk to your spirit team, when you talk to the Most High God, they hear you, right? They hear you. For the word didn't pray to itself, it prayed to that which sent the word, so that it could get its answers and know exactly what it needed to do. Your prayers are being received by the divine, and answers will come soon, perhaps in forms that you did not expect, beloved. And a form that you don't expect, you're not going to be expecting it to come through your clear audience or from mediumship. The fact that you will hear or feel the presence of either a passed over loved one, definitely clear audience. Because I just got a lot of pressure on both ears. So somebody may need to tune their ear chakras or work on their ear chakras through meditation, right? It's given, you will get answers. And it's going to come in a form that you didn't expect it to come in. Right? It's not going to be in the form that you expected. Your prayers are being answered and received by the divine. It's being received by the divine, and answers will come soon, although perhaps in a form you didn't expect. For somebody, it could be through this reading. Count your blessings. Thank you, universe and angels, for the blessings in my life. So definitely gratitude. And then they call that card gratitude a couple times in the journey deck. We said it a couple times. Yeah, here it is. Thank you, Spirit. So gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. Just to experience the infinite. To experience everything that this plane, the 3D, has to offer, beloved. To taste it, to smell it, to feel it, to sense it. To sense it in every capacity. That's what we're getting. See, it says gratitude on what she's writing on. To be grateful. And she's writing with a feather, and the feather is indicative of truth. I'm seeing feathers and coins. Change is coming. See? Change. Change is coming. For somebody, we did say between 6 and 7 months. So 7 is significant. Transformation with the butterflies. I am here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. It is. Somebody's true nature is calling them. And maybe you're being called to go somewhere that you don't even know why you are supposed to go. But you are supposed to go. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Which one? This one? Yeah, clear your vibes. Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. And we talked about how to clear it. One of the things that they gave us was that patchouli oil, to burn the oil to clear your energy. Also, the yoga practices to clear those energetic fields, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, your heart chakra. Therefore, what you speak out is coming from an aligned place. You can allow your soul's voice to come up and express itself. Yeah, your vibration. Tune your vibration. Increase your vibration. And you could be an entity here reincarnate on Gaia to help raise vibration. But you must take care of self first and foremost. That's the first law of nature. It's self-preservation. That's why I know the messenger did not want to just hand themselves over to their adversary, because the first law of nature is to preserve self, your source, eternal life force. Right? So they would go to that which sent them to this plane and pray and say, is this the charge? Is this the road I'm supposed to take? And if they heard the answer yes 3 times and then they surrendered onto it, you have to know that they were praying to something else. What sent it? What told them to come and do this job? It's not easy to be gifted in a world of systems that want you to be normal, or what they deem to be normal, or to maintain their power structure. It's a power structure. It's a manipulation. That's why they are foretold, or not foretold, but they told us in their text that they went into the church and kicked it over. Like the synagogues were full of corrupt people and they were doing all kind of shit. They were not taking care of the populace. And how is it different in this day? You can't go to the church and help get your bills paid, your light bill paid, your water bill paid when your lights is getting ready to get cut off. A lot of people can't do that. Some churches will give them a loan, but then they want their money back. How many times have you paid in tithes and offerings into the institutions that don't give a shit about your life or preserving it? These are the same institutions that are put in legislation that say that they will let you die to preserve an unborn child that doesn't even have vitality yet. That don't make sense. I'm just saying. Even in the Bible, it tells you that they preserve the woman because the infant itself does not have vitality. But that's not what they do. It's all distorted. It's a manipulation, This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency, Aquarius age. You just on the forefront of it. You in a world that hasn't got it yet. You in a space, a community who don't get it yet. Leap of faith. Didn't they call that out and they said, so little faith? Expansion, little faith. Need to see to believe. We don't ever have to make anything up. It is not us that do these things. I'm ready to take a leap. It says, thank you for doing it with me. You're not by yourself. You don't do anything by yourself. And I don't believe in coincidence. What up, Queenie? That Crisco get to heating up. We get it out the can and into the pan. The Alpha and Omega come in and turn the heat up. They said pull down these constructs. Who are them to tell you what the Most High God is and what it ain't? To limit it as if they know everything on some third, fourth hand accounts. To tell the wheat what it is and what it's not? Absolutely not. Greater works can you do. We see the shit every day. That I know to be true. I experience the divine every day, all day. I see it everywhere in everything. I recognize its omnipresence. I recognize its omnipotence. That it can do everything because it already did it. Look what exists. That which created the sun, the moon, the stars, every galaxy, the omniverses, this complex being, if you study your biology, they haven't even worked that shit out. I'm just saying. We'll lose a lot of people, but we're going to say what needs to be said. It doesn't matter. It's making room for the ones that's ready to hear what needs to be said, the message. Make room, make way. A lot of people going to fall away, and that's okay. Because those who were trying to bring the truth back in the day, Those people didn't get it then, Ashe. Earth Angel. Fucking make this shit up. You coming in to bring a whole different level of information. You think they gonna understand this? Do you think really that they gonna understand this? They not. And history shows that it won't. People fear what they don't understand. So therefore they would rather curse you, come against you, unalive you, shut you down, all that shit, because they just simply don't understand it. And again, people fear what they don't understand. They fear what they don't understand. You coming in to bring some balance, to restore balance, to help restore balance, people fear that shit. The power structures fear it. They don't want people to wake up. They don't want them to understand that you're a magician, that you're a co-creator, that whatever you think, that your thoughts become reality, that you can create it. You are endowed with the gifts, the authority. They'll have you calling on somebody else's authority, and that don't work. You can't use somebody else's passcode to get your shit. It's by your faith. It's by your knowingness. Do it happen. And if you read and study it, it tells you. It tells on their damn self. Do they tell you? We got to get this book. This, as you think. Your mind is a powerful weapon. And if they could put shackles and chains on your mind to limit your thought process of what you can and what you cannot do, you will relegate yourself to that reality. You will make it be true based on what you think about you. Period. Law, not confusion, is the dominating principle in the universe. Justice, aka balance, not injustice, is the soul and substance of life. And righteousness, not corruption, is the molding and moving force in the spiritual government of the world. What is the likelihood that we open this book up to this page? I'm just saying, y'all seen us do it. This being so, man has but to right himself to find that the universe is right. And during the process of putting himself right, he will find that as he alters his thoughts towards things and other people will alter towards him. Oh shit, look, right above him. Look, we got to go, look, because right here at the top, we just kind of looked up and saw these right here, hidden powers. Because that's what we've been talking about, hidden powers. We read from here, page 41, which is a 5, which is a challenge. Okay? So, somebody might need to pick this up from my favorite bookstore, the biggest bookstore on the planet, Amazon. Okay? It says, a man only begins to be a man when he ceases to whine and revel and commences to search for the hidden justice which relegates his life or regulates his life. I've heard the word regulate or what is it? Y'all heard us. We can't even get it out. Anywho, relegate. That's what we heard. Thank you. And as he adapts his mind to that regulating factor, he ceases to accuse others as the cause of his condition. Ooh, that's good. That's why they told us to read that part. Thank you, Spirit. It says, what? We're going to leave this right here, right? It says, and as he adapts his mind to that regulating factor, he ceases to accuse others as the cause of his condition. Ceases to accuse others. Ceases to accuse others means to what? If you accuse somebody else, what are you doing? What are you doing? I accept responsibility for my well-being. So when you cease to accuse others as the cause of your condition, do you then step into a place where you are accepting responsibility for your own well-being? I think so. Let's keep going. It says, and you will build yourself up in a strong, noble thought. Again, the thoughts. Ceases to kick against circumstances, You are no longer kicking against your circumstances, but you begin to use them as aids to more rapid progress. It's not the Eight of Wands down here saying that you will accelerate. I think it is. We just gonna dig it out. You begin to accelerate. Okay? Because see, when Beloved that's in here in the comments that got blocked and kicked out because they didn't like what we were saying, they was talking about somebody that perfected the art of the devil. And I said, well, what did it teach you? What is it coming to show you, to reveal onto you, beloved? How do you use that to work towards your good, if that's what you believe? Because you could use that circumstance so that you can progress. You are not causing or blaming something else. Sometimes it's our own thoughts or what's controlling our thoughts that's the issue. But when you free your mind and you become sovereign, then everything begins to work for you. Let's get it. Let's finish up this page. It says, we're going to start this up at the top of the sentence because we kind of interrupted that and we really want y'all to get this. We're going to read it and we ain't going to interrupt. A man only begins to be a man when he ceases to whine and revel and commences to search for the hidden justice which regulates his life. And as he adapts his mind to that regulating factor, he ceases to accuse others as the cause of his condition and builds himself up in a strong and noble thoughts. Ceases to kick against circumstances, but begins to use them as aids to his more rapid progress and as a means of discovering the hidden powers and possibilities within himself. Did they say the hidden powers and possibilities within himself? Okay? So, what's chaining your mind to tell you what you can and cannot do? What's got you blaming other things outside of you? Do you get to pick on a fictional boogeyman like the devil that's saying that, oh, it's the devil that's doing this, it's the adversary that's doing this? That's why this is, and that's why this is. It's not because, the devil made me do it. No. You thought that shit. You thought that shit, and you fucking did it. Take some responsibility for yourself. When you change your mindset, which is the spirit of repentance, to change your mind. When you change your mind and you change your thoughts, they crystallize within you. They take root. They become your behaviors. You do things different. And if you have harmed someone, then you owe a recompense. You need to fix it. You put in an effort to make it right. You pay your karmic debt. You pay your karmic debt, is cleared, and you move forward, beloved. It's not that difficult. It's really not. Anything that's making this shit way the fuck more complicated than what it is, you know it's a lie, because lies get complicated. The truth is simple. You can look at yourself, you can look at nature, and you can see the truth. Vitality. What's coming to steal your life force? I am the embodiment of strength and vitality, radiating the physical power and the vibrant life force. What's trying to take your life force? What does not want you to experience vitality? Energized. What's trying to steal your energy? I wake up every day feeling energized, knowing that my purpose fills me with unstoppable momentum. Again, unstoppable. That's the third card on the table that says that you are unstoppable. What's telling you that you can't do it? What is making you feel like you don't have enough when everything that you need is already built in? It's already built in. Space clearing. Clear that negative shit. Clear it. I bless my surroundings with cleansing light, clearing away all negativity and restoring energetic, what does it say? Energetic balance? Yes, it does. Restoring energetic balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Can you release the judgment? Judgment off of yourself, judgment off of other selves. I don't judge them, for they know not what they do. Why would I judge them? To judge them would to judge me too. You want both of these? All right, let's get it. Ideal reality. You can create it. Cellular upgrade. Somebody's going through it. And it ain't going to be easy. It's going to cause you to let go of what somebody strongly believed to be true. But it's not. It's not. It's not true. It is another system of control to stop you from becoming your highest you. That's what it is. To realize this. Who you are, truly. I am manifesting the most beautiful version of my reality. We got to get it. We got to get it because the Spirit said you are abundance. They said you are everything. They said that you are this. They have shown somebody this. This. They showed it to you. But do you believe it can be you? I don't know. Do you believe that you are everything? That a whole universe resides within you. The life force of the source itself resides within you. And that if greater that is within the world, what could you not do? See, when they come in here, I just turn it around and give their words back to them. If they believe it to be true, then why could not the Most High God do this too? Just saying. Cellular upgrade. I welcome the process of cellular renewal and upgrade, restoring my body to its original divine blueprint of perfection. The original divine blueprint of perfection. Not something that you've been programmed to believe. No. To live and to walk in your divinity. To stand in your authority. To proclaim and to profess. The I am that I am. And I be. So mote it is, so mote it be. Sovereignty. I am sovereign. I am a sovereign being. I am free to exist in alignment with my highest, what is that word again? Truth. And again, we just showed y'all that millionaire abundance. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. You are infinitely abundant. Infinitely abundant. Millionaire ain't got nothing on you. You got trillions of cells of power within your vessel. I am as infinite as every leaf on every tree. Every star in the sky, the essence of it lives within me. You are everything. You are everything. Why don't they want you to know that? Limit you to what? No. That's not the truth of you, beloved. It's not. It's not the truth. When you can see the truth of you. When you can see the truth of you. See, they started with that. I am a sovereign being. See the truth of you. You are a sovereign being. You are free to exist in alignment with your highest truth. And don't let anybody project their limitations on you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Those who have little faith, those who need to see something to believe it, when you really need to know it in order to see it, to will it. You got to know it first. If you don't know it to be true, that it exists for you, then you cannot bring it into you. You cannot attract it to you. When we saw that card about the law of attraction, I already knew it was something with somebody's mindset. Because you cannot attract what you don't believe belongs onto you or that you deserve to have, wheat. That is possible. If you don't believe it, then you can't get it. And that's just simple. That's wrong. Leap of faith and space clearing. Somebody needs to clear some space so that they can take this leap of faith. And I feel like your space could be getting cleared out so that you can take the leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that's tethered or could be connected to you that needs to fall away from you so that you can do what you came to do. If you are this earth angel energy and you are coming with Aquarius level intelligence, you are tapped into your gifts and you won't be relegated to some lower form of life, somebody that want to put you in a fucking box. They're going to have to be pulled away. Divine intervention will make those people leave. And you could feel a kind of way. You could feel like, I'm losing people and connections. Am I on the right track? Am I moving in the right direction? Spirit say yes. Everybody is not going to understand. They're just not going to understand. And when you know that they don't, your spirit tells you that the vibration isn't there, then you're called to move away from it. Even though for somebody I'm hearing like, but that's not fair. Life ain't fair. I guess in a way it is because it's always balanced. We always, it is. It's balanced. So I guess that's fair. It's almost like it's based on what you think. And that's fair because you always right. Right? Third eye. You always right. I am receptive to my intuition. My thoughts are clear. I trust my inner voice. My mind and heart are open to new experiences. I am in tune with my clairvoyance. Are you? Are you able to trust your intuition? Are your thoughts clear? Do you trust your inner voice? Are your mind and your heart open to new experiences? Or is it locked into some sort of limitation where you cannot learn anything different? You cannot even create new pathways. In order to create new neural pathways, you have to be open to learning and to experience. I am in tune with my clairvoyance. If you see it, can you remember that that is a part of your highest truth and accept it into your heart? Yeah, somebody needs to open up their heart, balance their heart chakra. Here's some more yoga exercises and poses. Maybe somebody just needs to get into yoga in general. But again, can you? Because I know some other people say yoga is of the devil. Just saying. Somebody be like, I started to feel a flow or something. It was the kundalini. I was taken over and possessed by the devil. I am laughing because I think that shit is hilarious. But that's just me. I'm like, how is yoga the devil? How is meditating of the devil? Like, because they don't want you to awaken. They don't want you to come into alignment. You mean to tell me it's a whole fucking society of Buddhas and monks and shit that are supposed to be like, they are literally like the most peaceful people on the planet who meditate as a practice for sustained amounts of time, like hours of meditation, focus, and concentration. But that's of the devil? What kind of shit is that? Thank you, Spirit, for showing me that I put them cards together like that. I appreciate you so very much. It just be funny. When you listen to what some of these religious fanatics be saying, you be like, what do you mean it's not dinosaurs? What do you mean it's not no dinosaurs? Like, dinosaurs didn't exist. What are you talking about? Where are the factories? Where are they making these big ass bones at? That's what I want to know. I want to work at the factory that make dinosaur bones. I want to see that shit. No. Doubt, right? Like, what the fuck? Come on with this thing here. Like, are we really serious? Like, we really in 2026 still talking about dinosaurs don't exist? That yoga is of the devil? That you can't meditate? Like, what the fuck? I be feeling for us who have to live in this energy. Like, Spirit of the Most High God, the Alpha and the Omega. What is we gonna do? Power symbol. So, It kind of gives me like the wheel of truth, you know, like when we look at the Ace of Wands from the Light Seer deck, that's what it's giving. Fucking trickster ass spirits out here want you to feel like you some just regular schmegula ass human. No. You are a divine being and you are awakening your DNA, restoring your body back to its divinity. Your body is remembering. It is all of that intelligence, your genesis. You're waking up. You're waking up. That's what it is. And people don't understand it. They don't. You got a cloud chaser in your energy, somebody that breadcrumbs you. And you may have to let this person go. You're going to let them go. The spirit is going to snatch them away from you. They are no longer good for you. That's what the spirit said. And it's going to suck. You know, you have to make the judgment. But the truth is that, you know, that's just that. It's the truth. I can't say it. They want me to. The Queen of Pentacles she threw these cards on the off of her. In order for you to accelerate, you have to be cut loose from that which is holding you back, and it's somebody else that you know you're under attack. You're not a regular schmegula. You definitely not. Definitely not a regular schmegula. You know, it is, you know, the ones out here that's so entrapped in the matrix, like their mindset is so fucked up, right? Like they are trapped in there, right? We see quitting, obsession, depression, sloppy. We have been called a sloppy reader. We don't give a shit. It's just, you know, it is what it is. But we see actions, thoughts, feeling, and diligence, right? As a person thinks, right? You will attract what you think. What you vibrate with. What is your truth? That is what you receive, beloved. But you do have angels that are around you trying to guide you, to tell you. And I'm even picking up, I'm hearing the spirit of the Most High God be with you. I do see protection, again, protection. We have seen this word protection at least 3 times in this read. So I don't know what this person or people are doing to you. Like we on here, we say all kinds of things. You think people don't come, well, not only do they come in here and tell us that we are something different, right? But they will pray against us. They wouldn't want the channel to grow if we saying what we saying. You know what I'm saying? They would want to shut us the fuck down. So protection, that's 1. Protected, that's 2. And they brought this out their own deck. Protected, that's 3. How many times they got to show you for somebody to see and believe? Confirmation. That's why the spirit called us to use cards. Because I can sit here on the channel and say anything that they channeled through us. But that don't mean that folks gonna believe it. I could testify to everything that I experience all the time that lets me know that the power of the Most High God works within and that they will do some amazing things. That there are some seriously gifted people out here, right? Like when I told you, they told you, we didn't say shit, right? That between 16 and 24 weeks, right? That was a couple of months, and then they pulled the card right after that to say months, that it was happening for somebody. 6 to 7 months, something major for you is going to happen. I'm getting for somebody by September. So, yeah. You will have a different testimony. You will be testifying. And it's given telling the world, like Earth Angel energy, somebody that's going to have a message, a different message. You will not be looking back to the past. Don't be distracted. It takes you away from the now. Everything that was what it was to prepare you for what is. That's what they said. It was what it was to prepare you for what is. And you will know that you're on the right track by how you feel. If you are happy, right, you are not warring within yourself. You're not discontented, right? You are not under any mental conflict. Right? The spirit knows. The body knows. You inherently know wrong from right. You have a sentiment. I mean, you got to be under some sort of psychopathy to have a lack of empathy where you don't feel for other pieces of creation. When you can look at another person and cause them bodily harm or hurt them and don't feel a sense of guilt or remorse about it, That's some sort of psychopathy for real. And how could this be on the level of that? You know, it's so many people that's like, I see fear in relationships. This came up in this deck. You know, so it's very odd to me, you know, that people defend something with such veracity. Ferocity. You know what I mean? Like something that blatantly calls out such atrocities that sanction hurt and harm against one another, all while they're proclaiming to love, and that's not it. See, me versus me. If you are not warring with yourself, you are not in conflict, you are not turned against yourself, and you are at calm, you're in peace, and you know that what you're doing is the right thing, you're offering something onto creation. You're not giving something out to other people that you would not have for yourself. I would not feed you anything that I would not eat. If it's not good for me to eat, why would I give it to you, weed? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Self-competition, personal growth, becoming better than yesterday. My only competition. You only need to compete with you. Don't war with you, but it's like be better, a better version of yourself. You are reaching your highest self, living in your highest truth. This one. Yeah, side piece. Who the fuck is this side piece? Secret romance, a hidden affair, being a second choice. We ain't nobody's second choice. Only late night calls. Yeah, don't do that. You don't be in competition with nobody else. Period. Catfish. See, I told you it's a catfish around here. I don't know what the shit this is. It's something with online dating. Be careful of somebody. I told you Photoshop. Didn't they show this already? We just shuffled this shit and it came right back out. Somebody trying to make themselves look something different than what they are. 1111 is here. This person could either show up as a soulmate. They could be your twin. 1111 breaks down to 4. I'm seeing 4 of Wands. It could be stability. This could be somebody that presents themselves as somebody that you can have life and longevity with, but they may not be who they say they are, beloved. Yeah, they are in opposition. They are an op to you. Yeah, a push and pull. Yeah. It says when celestial bodies oppose each other in this way, it can be challenging to deal with their polar opposite energies. But with awareness and effort, you can work with this aspect to create a balanced harmony. A healthy tension that can be harnessed for good. I don't feel like this is a healthy tension. I just feel like it's opposite. But your true person may have a sense of opposition. They could. Yeah, we see waxing crescent and waning gibbous. These are moon phases. The waxing crescent phase, it says this phase gives you a chance to test out your goals with some refreshed energy. We did see recharged. Here, you can appreciate fruitful possibilities unfolding in your life. Yeah, people born in this phase are typically ambitious, curious, and adventurous. So again, leading to opportunities. Waxing is giving a gaining of energy, again, a recharge, refreshing your energy. Waning Gibbet says, energetically, this phase carries with it many lessons learned during the full moon. So what needs to be revealed, what needs to be released. This is still a time of release, but now that the moon's energy is a little less intense, you're able to look at things from a more practical and less emotional standpoint. And I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles. We just kind of mentioned her as she threw some cards. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. She's very practical. You're going to be able to look at things from a more practical standpoint, less emotional, right? People born in this phase are typically wise and tend to be natural teachers. Are you a teacher? Are you a counselor? What are you supposed to do here on Gaia, on Earth? What are you supposed to bring? What's the energy? We do see lunar eclipse. I think we're under a solar eclipse right now, if it's not today, right? And we see fire energy coming through. Something about, yeah, it's giving fire signs. Aries, Leo. I'm seeing Sagittarius. Temperance angel is Sagittarius vibes, right? They express themselves with motivation and determination and sometimes through sheer force. You may need to grab the extinguisher if things get heated with the fire sign, as their impulsive actions may lead to some real destruction. Even if they are quick to argue, they are also the first to forgive and step up for the underdog in a fight. They are extremely loyal and generous. Their smoldering sensuality is ultra passionate, making them among the sexiest signs in the zodiac. So, Temperance angel, Earth angel, you could be Sagittarius, you could have fire in your chart. Empress, definitely some divine feminine energy coming through. Yeah, Three of Wands. What's ahead of you? Definitely more fire. More fire here. What's in front of you? Being very passionate. And what will hold you? What would bind you? Keep you locked up in your head. That's mental. Right? What would hold you? What would bind you? You want to look at this? Yeah, King of Swords. Like understanding the truth. Getting the intelligence. Understanding your origin. Understanding your genesis. Don't shuffle it. What would you like to look at? This one? Oh, Ace of Cups. Spiritual gifts. Spiritual awakening for somebody. Yeah. See, awakening. The sun. That's why they told me don't shuffle it. And it's happening for somebody. This is fire energy. It's giving impulsive. Breakout energy. And this is the year of the fire horse, right? That fire energy. So, trust yourself and trust what you hear. They're going to tell you what you need to know. Yeah, journey. Somebody getting ready to go. Yeah, it's based on, yeah, magician. You are practicing your tools. And it's something about family and connections. Something that you're going to move away from. Yeah, it's something with giving and receiving and reciprocity. You're going to be moving somewhere else. Maybe so that you can have reciprocity and support. Hey, Michelle, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all for hanging out for so long. I know it's been a cool minute since we've been on. See, Gemini, the twins, coming back out again. Whoever you're going to connect to, we're seeing that 1111. This is positive. It's giving 6. It's giving that reciprocity that we just saw. Yeah, see, look, fire energy again. Look at that. It's something with fire. Shine and rise. And look, they're nursing 2 different children's, right? And they're both different. Right? It's like it has nothing to do with aesthetic. We all come from the same mother. Are you coming with good energy? Like seriously, altar of fire again. 22. That's 1111. 1 and 1 is 2. 22. Right? So it's like, are you coming with good energy? If you're not, well, look at this. Fire. Root of fire. Risk. Risk it all. Take the risk. And 23 is 5. That's a challenge. Green. Heart. Raphael. Love. Travel. Humor. Vitality. Didn't they pull a card that said vitality? Travel. 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 Shit's finna change. Somebody finna go somewhere. I don't know where you going. But damn it. And 4 and 1 on this time to go card is a 5. That's the challenge. Change. Change. Abundance. Didn't they say that you were millionaire abundance? 13. Shit is finna transform in your life. 1 and 3 is 4. That's 1111. That's the number 4. 22 breaks down to 4. This is stable. It's partnership. And I don't get that. I mean, you could take the aesthetic how you take it, but it's just about the fact that somebody is going into a partnership and faith could be an issue. Doubt. Didn't we pull that card? Doubt and pessimism. See, it's all about your point of view. How do you see it? How do you see it? Look, doubt, pessimism, right? And we pulled a doubt card. But on the other side, we see faith, optimism, excitement, having a breakthrough. Where is your faith? What do you believe? Where is your mustard seed? Seed of potential. We plant it with good energy. Time to go. Could be for us. We've been on here for a minute. Spirit saying no. That's the truth. Truth. Clarity. Mental clarity. Yeah. Choose freedom. Choose sovereignty. There's the twins again poking out. That conscious connection. To choose sovereignty. To choose clarity. Good energy. Operate with good energy. Something else. This one. Yeah. See? Mother of fire. Good energy. It's like being able to feed all. Open your heart. Open the door. Vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, community, connection, beloved. I feel like somebody is being moved towards something. They definitely speaking to somebody, the conjure woman. They were giving me a negative spirit. Like somebody that would conjure or pray against you. They could be trying to send something towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because people do that. They'll conjure up something, like exorcise the demons. You know what I'm saying? And be done sent some shit after you that'll end up turning around on them. They better be careful. Yeah. They be done did something to their own damn self, trying to do something to you. Especially when they doing it from a place where they lack understanding. Yeah, somebody trying to fuck with your destiny. The nose of destiny. Yeah. This is about somebody's destiny. The location of the South Node represents your past life karma. And the North Node is your ascension. The location of your North Node is called your true node. It shows your purpose and your destiny in this lifetime. What you have come to accomplish, to achieve. Somebody is trying to impede your ability to achieve what you came in this lifetime, your purpose and your destiny. Somebody's trying to stop it. They're trying to pray against it. Yeah. You may just stop talking to this person, ghost it. They two-faced. Yeah. I do see love bombing energy here as well. So you will have two people showing up in terms of your love life. We were getting a trickster energy. This person may try to love bomb you, but I feel like you have tuned your frequency and your resonance, and you're sensitive enough to pick up them and their bullshit. Yeah. Influencer status, see? Social recognition. Online presence. Online fame. Power to influence. Swipe up. So you could definitely have an online presence. We do. We are in the wheat field. Y'all seen people come in this space and say what they said to us. A lot of people who don't agree with what we do would pray against us. They would not want to see the channel grow. They wouldn't. And we said that. Right? So all messages are for self-edification as well. You want to look at this card? This one right here? Oh, everything happened in divine timing. And they said divine timing too. Have patience. Patience is required. Patience is required, right? Trusting the process. Perfect timing when it's meant to be. When it's meant to be. And the clock is set on 2 o'clock. So, yeah, that's the thing. Thank y'all so much for hanging out, for sticking around. Let's continue as we wind the table down and just put these cards away. Have no fear. And we said people fear what they don't understand, right? And get your power back. Get your power back by understanding that you're a sovereign being. You can tap into the source of the Most High God, that which creates all things. You can draw your wealth from the quantum field where infinite possibilities converge to manifest your desires. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. You've forgotten who you are. Do you remember who you are? No. And there's so many things that will try to tell you what you are. So when you seek on the outside, you are subject to what they say over you, who they tell you you are, basically. Who are you? You believe who they told you are. But the truth is, that's not it. So take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. What doesn't serve you? Their definition of you. It doesn't serve you. Honor your own self. Honor your own beauty. No need to Photoshop and do all the nonsense. Be you, beloved. Shit. If they don't like it, then they don't. I don't know what the fuck to tell them. Hell. Just saying. We was getting a little dry. Yeah, we've been talking for a minute. Y'all been talking. We ain't said shit. It's the Most High God that sustains us through all things. Honor your beauty. And I'm getting beautiful inside and out. You want which one? I can't feel it. This. Alright. Oh, see, trust your vibes. See, didn't they tell us that? I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. And your vibration is rising, so trust your vibes. When you feel a person being a highly sensitive empath, is what they said. When you feel a person's energy and you feel it to be what it is, trust it. Trust the vibration that they are giving off. If your vibration is rising and theirs is not, you're not going to be on the same energetic wavelength anyway. Trust the vibes that they're giving off. Somebody is two-faced. They show you one thing, but then they're doing something different. Trust the vibes that they're giving. Energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. But if you're not tapped into your intuition, your claircognizance, you won't be able to feel it. Don't hate, meditate. How many yoga cards did they show us about, tapping in and meditate? Trust yourself. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through love and meditation. Love and meditation. Take control of your thoughts. So, you know what I'm saying? Your thoughts. Your mindset. We pulled out the book. We read from it. As a man thinketh. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. I can't make this up, y'all. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. What's the outcome? The outcome is the vision that they showed you. They showed you the end result. When you think it and you know it to be true, you put that in your heart, it crystallizes, it becomes a part of you. And you attract yourself back into you. You do. So don't hate, meditate. Y'all see them shuffle them cards and they bring the card right the fuck back out. They said what they said and they said it. They meant it. That's what that was, beloved. Wow. This one, we're going to run through it. So if y'all still in for it, just stick around. Be free. Sovereign entity. You are free. Freedom. Not beholden to anything. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And they showed us happiness. Happiness, you know you're doing the right thing when you feel good about it. You're helping other people. You're helping and healing yourself, right? Failure, that's a part of the process. Don't be afraid to fail. Self-esteem, we felt this card earlier. They didn't bring it out then, but they're bringing it now. timing, everything in divine timing. I possess gifts of the soul. And what do? They benefit me and they benefit others too. I possess gifts of the soul, the source of us living. And those gifts benefit me and they benefit others too. Anything else? Nope, that's it. That's what we got. Thank y'all so much for sticking around, for tapping into the Tears and We Tarot show, where you sure enough never know what you're going to get. Somebody going to get some abundance, and they just told us it wasn't nothing else, and then they started shuffling these cards. Somebody is bullshitting you. Somebody around you is unreliable. They're doing shit, making promises that they do not intend to keep. Justice is here. Balance. I feel like you could have gone through cycles, or you could feel unstable, or things in your life could feel destabilized, right? As you come into your awakening and your ascension, it does make you feel destabilized. Like when you start to deconstruct and you let go of things, it definitely pulls you into a different arena. Rescuer. Feel like a firestorm, maybe? Like somebody needs to come in and help you. Call on your spirit team. This one? Yes. Stay persistent. Stay at it. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is right around the corner. Somebody could have a stutter. I don't know. I'm picking up a stutter. Success is right around the corner. Claim it. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's the opposite. It shows your strength. Sometimes you need... Didn't we talk about patience? And didn't we actually talk about the monks that meditate? And they showed us how many times meditate don't hate. Right? We literally said that they are some of the most peaceful individuals, like monks and Buddhists and stuff like that, that meditate, that quiet their mind, they focus, right? Everything happening in divine timing and divine order, being able to slow yourself down. Patience. I'm hearing patience, grasshopper. I don't know why I just heard yes, sensei, even though that's not the same thing. But it's given like somebody... You know, you sitting under the mastery or the tutelage of somebody who has mastered the art of coming to balance. It's something about justice, patience for justice, for somebody or something that was unreliable. And asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's quite the opposite. And one thing that plagues us as African American women, or just women in general, is that we have this thing that we must shoulder things on our own. It's taking me back to the strong friend type of thing. So if you ask for help and you ask for support, be mindful of those who are there for you and who will give it to you. Be mindful. Again, I had a dear one, a beloved one, loved them to death, but I feel like they gave me some of the worst advice I could have heard in that moment. I was in a moment of vulnerability, feeling like the weight that I was carrying was just so heavy that I'm in this unique position where I am being a support to multiple people in my family, having a lot of obligations, and I don't have anywhere else to turn to for help outside of just a kind listening ear for somebody where I can lean my head on and shoulder, and somebody to support you through those moments. And the advice they gave me was to kind of hunker down and to withdraw into self, and just to pull back or to isolate. And I was thinking to myself, I know that's not what I need. Because in those moments when you're telling a person to deal with it by themselves, if they're already struggling by themselves and they're asking for help, the last thing they need to do is to isolate. But I know that enough for self to seek out other ways or other areas for support. I just knew that that wasn't the place for me to get it. And I don't feel like they were necessarily being ill-intentioned. It's just the advice that they would take for themselves. They would do that. But I don't feel like that's a sign of strength. I think it's the opposite. When you can say that I'm struggling, that I need help, and you can seek support, whether it be from a friend group, a family member, or from a therapist or something like that, that is the strongest thing that you can do. is to let somebody know that you need help and allow them to help you. Persistence. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Do not suffer in silence and do not suffer alone. And some of the things that we experience, it's not a lot of people that understand it, so it's not a lot of people that can help us with that. They cannot help me understand clairtangency or mediumship or to know the things that I know, to have the revelation of the things that I've been told. There's not a lot of places that you can go to get comfort and support with that. If you are a person that has foresight, you struggle with a lot of things that you can't tell anybody because they don't believe. And if you do tell them, like Special, she was here a couple weeks ago and she was sharing her experience of when she went to even seek medical help for, what she knows, the revelations. They would put you under some sort of fucking mental evaluation and throw you on a fucking psycho when you know that's not it. It's because they do not recognize your spiritual gifts. They don't. Money manager. Your success is around the corner from you being so persistent. You will need to, figure out a way to manage your riches, all of your abundance. Yeah. This card indicates that your career or your finances could take a giant leap forward. Money cakes. I can't make it up. Your gift and you exercising it will benefit you and others, beloved. And it comes with abundance. Just saying. You will need somebody or a way to manage all of your new money. Anything else in here, Spirit? Say yes. This one. Parenthood. You're getting ready to birth something. I don't know if you have children, but it was giving me that energy like I think it was the Mother of Fire where she was nursing. So you could be nursing something. It says your patience, nurturing, and warm nature could make you a great caregiver or parent, right? So you definitely have a nurturing spirit. We do see real estate. Build a solid foundation, right? So make sure your roots are established. Somebody could have a career in real estate. You could invest. Or it's just time to get back to the basics. Yeah, right now things may feel like it's tied up or held up. Somebody could be either praying against you, creating challenges, or the blockages could be within yourself. It could be you needing to see the truth of you, to receive it, to let it be in your heart so that you can open up. You could have blockages from your root to your heart, and that's what they told us to work on. Yeah, something about the past is here. Something from the past is coming back. It could be a person, but I do see an unfinished project. It said you could be earning or receiving money from something you did in the past. And we kind of talked about how the past being shown to you as a future moment, like your highest self having already done it, is technically the past. And if you believe it to be true, you know it, you hold it in your heart, you ask the Omega, how did they do it, as if it was already done, they will reveal to you the pathway. Yeah, you just have to trust. Trust your inhibition. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. I feel like you're going to celebrate. Whatever this is definitely aligned to your life purpose. And we said that you could be like a leader in something, right? Leadership being crowned. And if you are online, that's like the entertainer. It's like the star energy. Like you definitely could be doing something like major. It could be global. It's definitely something that's going to impact Gaia on Earth here, like the inhabitants. And the universe is working with you to make it happen. So whatever they tell you to do, do it. Take the actions. Take the leaps. Say yes. Say yes to the things that you think you cannot do. Nothing will change if you don't take the action. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. You can do it. Don't procrastinate. Let them show you the next step and take it. Whatever your question is, this is telling you to go for it. To go for it. You want something out of here? I'm hearing split the deck. Just know it, King of Swords, to be true. They've shown you the truth. Your intelligence, telling you your genesis, what you've come to do, and claim it as if you know for sure, convicted mentally. It lives within. You be it. You've already done it. You will succeed. They will reveal to you the truth on how to do it, to become you, your highest you, to live in your highest truth. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. I do. I'm sure the numbers is kind of crazy. I'm sure I picked up a few, lost a few, but it's okay. That's what happens when you grow, when you ascend, I say. You're going to lose a few and pick up a few. Everybody is not going to get you, and they're not supposed to. Some people are designed to be your adversary. It's how you grow wheat. Just saying. It's the duality. It's going to be the light, the dark, the up and down. See, leadership in business is here. Like, yeah. You got this. CEO. Consider executive positions, becoming a CEO or anything in the corporate world. Elevate your awareness. Think bigger if you want different results. I can't make this shit up. You see that last one? That last bullet. Elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results. You got to change your mindset. If you don't change your mind, you will continue to get what you always got. And I'm getting for somebody disappointment. Do you want to run through and say thank you? Thank you guys so much for everybody being here. I feel disappointment. Look at the loss. Yeah. Thank you, Queenie. Thank you so much. Right. It is. It's establishing a foundation. And I feel like the more and more you speak your truth, you understand who's really for or against you. Right? Trust that. Right? Who's there to really help you and be there with you? You know what I'm saying? Trust the help that's being sent into you. You know? And I do feel somebody that's going to be living in comfort. Not only are you a comforter to others, you need to comfort yourself, but you will have a life of comfort. Yeah. Though you're not exactly rich, you will be living comfortably. You're entering into the most comfortable period of your life. So scratch number one, because it says you were a millionaire. But, you know, millionaire abundance in this day and age, I mean, with the prices going up, that's a comfortable living. And your finances being in a state of balance, how many times did they show balance, right? Right? That's definitely a comfortable life. Millionaire abundance, absolutely. Again, they said your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Stardom, shit, okay? I don't know what you doing. We'll claim it. Didn't they say travel, transporter, you going places? I can't make it up. I just can't. And you got angelic help. Trust it. Trust it. The angels are with you. Your spirit team are with you. They're advising you. It's this time. Trust in the universe and know that you will be provided for. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. They are talking to you. Don't listen to some other thing tell you what you can and cannot do. Especially if it's a system of indoctrination that's designed to limit you. Why would you do that? Why would you ever? It's given with these angels, you can endure any weather. And I'm picking up like somebody that could get rich in any weather. Like you know how to operate in the up and the down. Again, we've been picking up that song Tanya Blunt. So the name Tanya could be significant. But it's been giving us through the rain and storms together we can make it last. Oh, you know our love's forever. Take the time to see and we'll go. You know, it's like the Most High God is with you on the rainy days, the sunny days, the snowy days, you know, the windy days, through every season, through every phase of weather, through every element. Is it always omnipresent? It is still omnipotent. It is still doing everything. It is still doing all the things. From no thing did everything arise. From the unmanifest to the manifest. Everything, beloved. It is all of us. It is all of us. I love you so much. I pray that you tap into yourself and seek the truth from within and allow yourself to be open to experience the truth when it reveals itself onto you. Not only telling you about your genesis, who you are, and what you really can do, but it will call in the answers that you seek to reaffirm that very thing to you. And the more you trust and the more you seek, you will find that everything that you are looking for is already with you, within you, You become whole, you become complete, you understand those things, and you will call in all of those of that like vibration and that like energy. Don't be afraid when people fall away from you, right? As your vibration rises, you will release what no longer serves you. It has served its purpose. You've gotten what you needed to get out of it. And anything expired that you continue to eat only makes you sick. So if you want health and vitality, as given, listen to the God within and understand that not all of us are weak. To the next now, this was done. Ashe, beloved. Mwah.